now, bitch. I can tell her by the fuck now, motherfucker. Okay?
Like I said.
I can tell her by right the fuck now, faggot.
Bitch, right now.
Go get your mother. Bring her back up here so I can give it to y'all both again.
My mama will see
Go get your mammy. Go get that bulldagging bitch so I can bring it on to both of y'all again. I'll fuck both of y'all up again, bitch.
Thinking I'm a game.
Shelly, let me know when you want me to go. I'll go. Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you,
bitch. I fucked you up earlier, and I'll fuck you up again, bitch.
2025. I can guarantee that, bitch.
Like I said, I fucked you up.
Your ass gonna be dead before 2025, bitch. Your ass gonna be dead before 2025.
Hey, he ain't no OG. I don't even know what
I said it, bitch. And I don't give a fuck. No, bitch, I am a OG. The same way you thinking you somebody, you ain't no motherfucking body, bitch.
You heard what the fuck I said, loser.
They don't like me because they want to fuck me. Loser. They want to fuck me. That's the problem, bitch. You paping for bitches that want to fuck me. You don't set a motherfucking thing. Like I said,
you're not an OG.
You got me fucked, y'all. I am an OG, bitch. I fucked the nigga that's in an OG. I fucked Wiley, bitch. I'm an OG hoe.
Wiley's not an OG, bitch. What are you talking about?
And I'm still here. And I'm still here, bitch. And I'm still here holding my own. Ain't that right, bitch?
Holding your own.
Ain't that right, bitch?
Holding your own. Right,
ain't that right?
Out of here,
ain't that right? I ain't no freshman, bitch. Like,
hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna let y'all finish going at it. This the beef sector. This is what it is. Real problems. It ain't clicks for fucking views. Motherfucker, I came on this bitch today and I told motherfuckers, don't fuck with me. They possess that motherfucking energy, so it is what the fuck it is. Everybody want to scream, they want to holler, get into it. But do not address Nyca, do not address Jay Wilson. They don't want to be addressed. And at this point, I don't want to be addressed by you. Damn. So if you want to talk to somebody else, you can do that. Do not talk to me. Now, I'm going to take y'all off of mute. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I'm a fucking vape. I'm going to drink my goddamn wine. Ain't no coming back for me. Anybody can go. I don't give a fuck. That's why I put my fucking subscribers on 3 weeks or longer. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about 1,000 in a motherfucking chat. Them motherfuckers don't fuck with me anyway. The people that fuck with me is in the chat right now. The rest of y'all bitches, you can watch from the motherfucking sky, but you better not motherfucking scream my shit. And the last thing that I will say, because I didn't get a chance to say it, that fuck nigga, I don't want nobody mentioning his motherfucking name. Now, that's one rule that will not be broke. I don't give a damn how you want to call him. He ain't here. Fuck him. We ain't talking about him. This ain't about him.
Can I ask
do whatever the fuck y'all want to do.
Miss Shelley?
Me.
Miss Shelley?
Yes.
Could you put in the back chat who we are not to mention? Because I don't know who it is. Could you put it in the back chat?
The one that sucks dick all goddamn in the goddamn parking lots.
Which one?
Right.
No, I'm not sure.
Which one?
No, because I think it said their name. Oh, yeah.
And I'm sorry. We do have. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. We also have on-site April in the building. I took her to the back because we were out of space. I was trying to get a little bit of order, but I wasn't being respected on my platform. Each and every one of y'all, I respect whatever rules y'all have on y'all platform. I don't question you. I don't try to boss up on you. I'm not to be bossed the fuck up on. Okay? Because all that other shit, I don't give a fuck about no doxing. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I do this shit for real. Don't play with me. And that go for any motherfucking body. Anybody don't like it can fucking get the fuck up off of here and out of my chat, off my panel. I don't care. Now y'all can come off a mute, woo bang, do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I'ma sit here and I'ma fucking drink, I'ma eat edibles and mind my motherfucking business. I don't got another motherfucking thing to say. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear about no goddamn religion. I don't want to hear about no goddamn ABCLBGT. I don't give a fuck. I'm not using your fucking pronouns. I don't care. motherfuckers don't play with me. Now do what y'all need to do. I'm on mute.
Miss Shelley, can I ask another question?
Yes, Brianna.
Okay. The people want to know who you talking to because they don't know what happened. Can I say what happened?
You can say whatever you want to say, because then all she gonna do is interject with some bullshit, and I'm gonna have to karate kick her ass off this fucking thing. Play with me. Play with me.
I didn't even say anything.
No, because I know you. I know you.
How do you know me?
You've been itching the whole goddamn time. You got
really,
fucking James and got no mind. Anyway, Brianna, say what you gotta say. I'm going on mute. I don't want no. I'm gonna tell y'all for the rest of this show. I don't want nobody addressing me about a motherfucking thing. Don't ask me shit. Brianna, what I needed to ask you, I hit you up on IG when I decided to log the fuck back on, whenever the fuck that may be. But I'm just gonna go on mute. I'm gonna let y'all woo bang. Y'all can woo bang all night. I'm gonna get my charger for the laptop. I don't give a fuck. I'm chilling. All right. Oh, by the way, we don't do no begging over here either. Everybody's Cash App is in the motherfucking description. Don't ask for nobody motherfucking Cash App over this motherfucker. Go in the description and get their Cash App if you feel inclined to give them something. Okay? Nobody said you gotta give nothing. If you don't want to give it to them, I don't give a fuck. They don't pay my goddamn bills. All right? Help yourselves. I'm on mute.
Okay.
Okay, Brianna, since you are one of the few people that I'm allowed to speak to on here, let's go ahead and talk about what happened that really didn't happen. But okay, you can start.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be the. I guess I'm the officiator.
Hold on. What happened to the introductions? Hello. I know I ain't trying to tell you, Shelley, what to do or nothing. But I mean, what order are we going in?
I don't know. But
I could tell, Bree, you were trying to get to that too. So I just need some structure. I need a brochure.
Brianna, go ahead and bring the crowd up to speed on what they meant.
Before your ass got drunk in this bitch, but you want to call me a motherfucking drunk. Bitch, your ass was late.
Rico, you can't just cuss everybody. Rico, I gotta tell the people.
Bitch, I'm talking to you, ho.
See what I mean?
The motherfucker can't keep a cat.
Hold on, Rico. Let Brianna explain about what happened when I got up here. I was actually one of the last people to get up here to the panel.
Well, I'm a drunk bitch, but I got here on time, ho. Bitch, you drunk right now. Bitch, you better shut your old wig ass up the fuck out my face. Bitch, you can get it. Anyway, go ahead, Brianna. Go ahead, Brianna.
Mukbang for us. When you gonna show us that glory?
No, bitch. Tell that mukbang nigga that sucked my dick in Virginia, bitch. Tell him how this dick tastes, ho. Why you want to talk about
I ain't got time for this bullshit.
You want to talk about
it's been real, but I ain't even entertaining this bullshit because that faggot is not even an OG, and I won't even sit here and be who I am.
But I'm
up on this fucking game.
I said that I don't have
Fuck
shit
you,
to
die
say.
quick, bitch.
Fuck
I'm
you,
sick of
bitch.
your ass.
You're gonna die before I do, and that's a guarantee and promise by Deyontab Barber, bitch. Ain't no motherfucking YouTube. This is real life.
Okay, Brianna.
Thank you, James, for your time here. Natasha Milan or April, y'all can hit the link and come on up here. And woo bang or whatever y'all want to do. Mother probably gonna be live in a couple minutes or so. If he wants to come back, he's more than welcome to do it. I don't give a fuck
that bitch did a whack ass cleanup talking about me and my mama, bitch. That's all you known for doing. Cause you mad cause I'm accepted by mine. You not accepted by yours. That's the motherfucking problem. And you drunk bitch, your mic on mute. You dumb ass drunk bitch. And everybody want to call me a drunk, but I know how to get my ass on time. I know how to get my ass here on time, even if it is a job. I know how to get my ass here on time, drinking or not. And I'm still drinking right now. You drunk, stupid bitch. And I'm here on time, ain't I? I'm here on time, ain't I? Shut your old ass up, you pissy bitch.
Normal tone. Brianna, go ahead. This is Shelly's show, but Brianna, I'm sorry I interrupted you. I was just trying to see where we was going. I didn't know if this was gonna be a free for all because it is 9, and I didn't, so I went on and know where my part gonna come in so I can get the fuck up off.
I didn't even know what happened, honestly. So basically, S. Hutchinson wanted everybody to come backstage so we could get order. You know, she just wanted to have a civilized panel where we all just come up here and just have a grand old time, right? So today, Shelly just not having a good day, but she's been planning this for the longest. So we all came together, right? So it's certain people who just don't want to be addressed by certain people. So then there was an issue with, oh dang, we got a lot of people, only 10 people can come up here. So she had asked J Dunn, you know, well, when J Dunn came up there, she was like, J Dunn, there's certain people who don't.
Well, no, hold on, Brianna. When I first came up here, the only thing that I asked was if the order of the show. Hold on. But you got to start with what I said, because this is about something that I said that I didn't say.
Well,
but my first question, wait a second, Brianna. My first question was there an order that was selected? Because I knew that there were too many people to be up here at one time. So I was actually going to sit out once I knew if there was an order.
Okay, but let me get that, J Dunn.
Mm-hmm.
So J Dunn came up here asking about the order, but then Shelly just wanted to do things Shelly way. It's a Shelly panel. So Shelly has said, J Dunn, it's just certain people don't want to be addressed. And then J Dunn was like, well, why you ain't ask me who I don't want to talk, who I don't want to address me? And then Shelly was like, well, I did ask you when I originally emailed you. And then, you know, so then J Dunn was like, oh, okay. So I feel like Shelly was like, okay, that's strike one because I already done told you, J Dunn. And then so when Shelly realized, oh, well, yeah, it is 11 people. Well, J Dunn, you could just call me on the phone because then you could be on the panel and then everybody could be on the panel. So then J Dunn was like, well, why I gotta have special treatment? I feel like the people who don't want to be addressed should be on the phone. And then that didn't sit well in Shelly's spirit. And then now we're here.
Because it's her show. What she wanted to do.
And that's exactly what happened with the people that don't want to be addressed. But again, I was told, because I talked to Shelly on the phone about this, I was told that I wasn't supposed to come up until about 9:30 anyway. But I noticed that the show was being delayed, so I didn't know if everybody had showed up. So I clicked up here to ask her about the order of it. I could have easily came back to 9:30. I already discussed this with her on the phone.
Maybe you should have, J Dunn. I'm just saying, because we didn't even get an introduction to people out here in the audience.
Well, before I could even say anything, I got cussed out. I got put in the back behind the stage. Then people had to beg her to let me back up and all of this. But I ain't even get a chance to try to see because she just went off.
It wasn't your time to come on. She said come on at 9:30, J Dunn.
No, she said that I got the text message receipt. What she said was that she wanted to have an hour with the people who didn't want to be here with me. But whenever I came up to ask her about it, Jay Wilson said he was fine with staying up here.
And can I say something, J Dunn? Can I really quickly?
You're not an OG.
We never said that we didn't want to address you or we didn't want you up. What we did say was we just didn't have the energy to be fighting, yelling, and going back and forth. So that's, Lady Nyca, am I correct with that?
You are correct.
So we never said you couldn't come up. We weren't even privy to, your conversation with Shelly. But, all I said was we're not just going to go back and forth and do all this hollering and yelling. We just don't have the energy for it. So, again, this is why I said Shelly let J Dunn back up, because, if she's going to do what she's going to do, she's just going to do it, and it's all good. So I just want to make sure we clarify that, because I never said that I didn't want to be on a panel with you. I never said that. I just said, along with Lady Nyca, that we didn't want to go back and forth like that. So that's all we said. So I just wanted to clarify that.
But did I come up here being back and forth with either of you?
You didn't. You did not. But I'm just saying, I just don't want to give the appearance that, we don't want J Dunn on, because I never said that. I mean,
I don't want to give the appearance that I came up here bothering y'all or anybody, because I didn't do it.
Now you're here, and let's move right on along. You wanted to be up here. You above everybody else and all of this or whatever. The reason why I said for you to come up here at 9:30 is because I didn't want to go through this. I already told you. I said, if anything should change, J Dunn, play it by ear in the chat. And if I can let you come up earlier, then I will say, J Dunn, come on up here. That is the instructions. And I don't give a fuck what receipts you have. Drop them. That's what the fuck I told you. I said, if anything should change, I will then tell you to come on up. But do not hit the link until 9:30. I said, unless something should change. What did you do? Hit the motherfucking link. Then you you didn't understand why you had to wait and why you had to wait to 9:30 and why other people and you are OG and all of this other bullshit or whatever the case may be. When truth be told, let's just be honest, J Dunn. Everybody in their mama asked me, truth be told, to not let you be a part of this.
I didn't.
I felt like I didn't want to slight you in that type of way. So I was just trying to keep down the commotion because what I didn't want to do is spend 16 minutes doing this bullshit and not giving anybody an introduction. So once we was in the back, I was trying to have a conversation between James and Rico. I never even got to get into that because you had to make it about you. If you would have let Rico and James maybe woo bang or whatever the fuck they want to do up here and just wait your goddamn turn like I told you, 9:30 or before, but you had to hit the goddamn link to get what motherfucking instructions that I already fucking gave you. So yes, I told you even on the phone, I don't have it to fucking give. And that goes for anybody. Do not question me. I'm got 3 grown-ass motherfucking kids. When I'm on each one of your platforms, I don't question you. Whatever your rules are, I go along with it. If Nyca say it's no cussing, I'm not going to do no cussing. If Pam say we just going to color, bitch, we going to color.
Well, I'm going to do that tomorrow.
If say woo child, every 2 minutes we going to woo child.
Bitch don't get no motherfucking views.
It's my page and I asked you to wait till 9:30. You made this complicated for no fucking reason. You've made this about you. And it's not. This is the J Dunn show. Have your way. But I'm not going back and forth with you. So you can do it with them or you could do something else. But this conversation is done. We're not talking about it. If you want to continue to talk about this, go on your page and do it. You're not going to do it in my house. You're not going to disrespect my house. There's order in this motherfucker. Okay? And I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who rock with you, who feels some type of way. I don't give a fuck. There's no consequences. I'm covered, baby, by the blood, honey, in many ways. Don't play with me.
Okay. So, Brianna, correct me if I'm wrong, but the live button was pressed while Rico and James was arguing. I had not said a thing while James was.
Damn. I already let this shit be known what happened, and I already told Shelly that is not much I want to say to that fat, ugly bitch. It's more that I want to do. Period.
I'm sorry, I was on mute, but what I said was, bye, bitch. I just banned you. See, the thing about me, I don't suck pussy. And that ain't no homophobic motherfucking slang. What I'm telling you is, I don't kiss ass. I don't eat pussy. I don't got to do none of that with no motherfucking body, okay? So I don't give a fuck if everybody leave. I'll be here by my goddamn self, because what? This is S. Hutchinson's motherfucking channel. I told you I don't have it to fucking do today. And you keep playing me. Don't play with me.
Oh, how do you look nice?
And I do apologize. Welcome, Jay Wilson. Thank you for being ever so patient. Thank you, Lady Nyca, for being up here. Treecey with the T girl.
Thank you.
She got them things sitting up there. Brianna, which I'm really upset about because Brianna has never been on my page before. She's never been on my panel. And my main concern, even what Brianna was making sure that she wasn't going to get disrespected by anybody. I was trying to get order is what I was trying to do. I was trying to have order, and she wouldn't even allow me to have goddamn order. Now, I dare one of y'all to tell me I'm lying. Was I not trying to get some type of order and understanding up here? And she just would not motherfucking let it go?
That's always, yeah. That's always.
Okay. All right. Rico reports. Thank you for being here. Although James left, James, I thank you for being here. You can abort mission on that message I put in the Instagram because you see how things went.
And I don't give a fuck.
We talked about
I
maybe
read the same message, and I told you I don't give a fuck. And it's on site in real life. Fuck a motherfucking YouTube clicks and views or anything.
Can one of my moderators? I'm sorry. Can one of my moderators block Jay Dunn out the chat, please? I don't have. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I told y'all I'm walking into a new season. I'm not waiting until January to get my life right. I don't have time to be going back and forth with no motherfucking body. I ain't got it to do with you, baby. It ain't happening. So you can go over there, do that shit on your page. I won't be watching. You can do what you do. Drop my phone number. Drop my address. Do what you do, boo. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to get no reaction from me. I don't give a fuck because one thing you ain't going to do, scary hoe, that you ain't going to do. Get into that. Okay? Anybody else? Why, man?
I am for the show, bitch. I'm not leaving no motherfucking where, bitch. You are the viewer. I am the motherfucking invite, bitch. I'm not going no motherfucking where. If you don't like it, fuck you, bitch. And I am talking about I am the show.
Truth be told, since we're not going to tiptoe around it. Truth be told, since we're not going to tiptoe around it. Do you know how many phone calls I got on my last motherfucking live on Sunday with complaints about motherfucking Jay Dunn? Do you know how many text messages I got? How many conversations I had with my moderators? I even did a goddamn poll. Out of 200 motherfucking votes, you got 80% for the person that caused the most disruption over here on Sunday. Because everything has to be an argument with you. I don't live my life to fight and argue with people every motherfucking day. That's not what I do. So when I give a courtesy of I don't have it to do the motherfucking day, motherfucker, then don't do me. Let me run my shit. Because when I'm on your channel and you doing what you doing, or you want to try to chin check me when I'm on your channel, I let you have it because I'm at your motherfucking place. But you in my motherfucking house. And what you won't do is you will not do what you did on goddamn Sunday. Okay? Since we being honest, ain't no tiptoeing. Like I said, I'm not skating around a motherfucking thing. Anybody who don't like me, they already didn't like me any goddamn way. Ain't shit gonna motherfucking change, but I ain't changing motherfucking me. I'ma always be me. Period. We got somebody in the back, y'all. Go ahead. I don't know who that is. Now hold on, Rodney. Rodney, I know you don't want me to cuss you out, Rodney.
Natasha.
Rodney, I know you didn't click this link when this is an OG panel, Rodney. I like you, so go ahead and drop down, Rodney. Rodney, drop down. Don't do it. Hey, Natasha.
Hey, Tasha.
You was getting ready to say hello to me, Hutchinson. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't get you. I don't know what the fuck happened. I tapped out somewhere along the line. Woo, I was saying James, and then Rico went off.
Yeah.
So we got a viewer's review.
Yeah.
If you having a hard time finding me, Beauty already pulled up on me one time outside, so she can go ahead and give you a ride.
I did. I just
to my house. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I did. Because people DMV, you got an issue with somebody. You go. I pulled up in the parking lot. I sat there for about an hour, Hutchinson. I swear I did. I was looking through the window. That's a joke.
And that's facts. I'm about to pull up. I ain't laughing about it. This is real life.
Who is that? Ain't nobody talking to you, bitch.
Bitch, and I ain't talking to you, but I'm referencing to you. Since you like the clown that you are.
What are we doing? Everybody just kind of pick who we gonna cuss out or something like that? Because I really can't be doing all that.
Well, Treecey, I like to say I like your titties, girl.
Thank you, April.
I told her.
I like the way I like the way they sit up and don't hang low like some people do.
Thank you, babe.
Oh Jesus.
I agree, Miss April.
I mean, they just sit perky. They don't hang
like some people, but yeah.
You know, they don't hang like low fruit and shit.
Yeah.
They sit like you just beat them like some bongos and shit. Yeah. That's the way big titties supposed to sit. Nice, firm titties.
Thank you, April. Heidi's laughing. Heidi, you're so crazy.
Now, damn. You see how that just trickled?
Yeah.
You see how the energy just shifted?
Yes.
Do you see how like I put so much time to the point where, let me just be honest with y'all. I was about to start doing my makeup, but it was a rough day, so I got like some purple concealer, some other color, some other shit. The shit wasn't blended. I got on pajamas, a shirt, a hoodie. I just said whatever. I'm on here because the people is here, so let's get them to show. You know what I'm saying? So I try to just roll through and do my shit, but this motherfucker here just, you know what I mean? So anyway, we have Flyucci in the building. Up underneath her, we have Natasha.
Ain't no
she have any Lord of Doom.
Hey, baby.
And somebody got feedback. I'm not for sure who it is, but somebody got radio or something like that on. And we have on-site April in the building. They said Jay Wilson, mad. April commented Treecey. Oh Lord, they trying to get some shit started. And see, they up here, they coexisting. Okay.
I'm not even mad. I'm not mad.
Well, Jay Wilson,
first of all, I don't have a problem with Treecey. I know what April is talking about, and that's why I'm tickled.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
So look around the situation that ain't no smoke going
that's
on.
You, View. You got feedback on, so I just put you on mute for a second. You got some type of feedback.
Treecey, you knew what I was doing, right? Treecey, you know what I was saying. They are nice, but you knew what I was saying, right, Treecey?
Child.
I don't know if I want to know. I don't know. Maybe not.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to know. That's how I know you know.
You don't want to know.
At this point, should we just take questions from the chat? Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be very, very honest. What happened today basically ruined it for me. All in general. It was nobody else. It wasn't Rico and James. It was nobody other than Jay Dunn. She did it. And the fact that I spoke with her and I was very adamant that today I could not do it. I didn't have it. I mean, I explained it to her over and over and over again. So I think what we'll do is maybe we'll take some questions, but make sure that they're not like disrespectful questions towards my guests, because I didn't bring anybody here to humiliate them or embarrass them. So, long as it's not anything like, crazy, shady, but I'll take some questions. I'll pin it up at the top if y'all want to just do that. And maybe it'll just dig into some other stuff, because to be honest, and actually, let me tell y'all, to be honest, even though I didn't have it to give, I'm just going to keep it real with you. And April, if I'm lying, you can correct me. I said, April, I will bring everybody up at 8:30 to 9:30. I said, I really didn't want to do more than an hour. Y'all know I don't really like to do long shows. I said, but because I'm doing it that way, I will do it like a 2-part panel. And on the second half, I will bring Jay Dunn up and whatever and let her be here until 9:30 until 10:30. But she just couldn't resist, because that's what she wanted. She wanted a beef. Because even when I told her certain people did not want to argue with her or nothing like that, she was like, well, I don't understand why they get to have a choice and why do they get to choose if I'm allowed to be there and why and they not really the beef sector and they not really the OGs. And I said, well, to be honest, really, some people we call OGs, let's tell the truth, are not really OGs, because if you don't have a motherfucking upload video in your archives, then you don't really know nothing about being an OG, because back before we had stream, y'all,
thank you,
uploads. I'm just saying, if you want me to talk my shit, I'll talk it. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised, because she continued that same conversation that happened Sunday over at Misunderstoods, and it just went on and in a circle. So that's why I was just like,
okay, so we got this question. It says, I wonder where Uncle Tim is at. Just so you know, I did reach out to I reached out to Uncle Tim. I guess his no response was a decline. So I just had to take it for that. You know what I mean? Like,
no, he probably didn't even check it. I bet you he didn't even check his email.
But I emailed him like probably at least like, I mean, we've been talking about this how long, April? Like, this has been in the works for months. Like, this
yeah,
but, you know, he didn't. Yeah, you know, but I get it. You know, I'm not for everybody. So, I mean, I think he's been on my channel like one time. So maybe he's just not a fan of me or whatever. So I don't feel any type of way about it. I don't have no beef with Uncle Tim. Also too, Rick Reed was reached out to. I think he was going to do it, but I think he had to work or something like that. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't able to do it. Also, Food Junkie, which initially agreed to come on, but then he had to work, so he wasn't able to be a part of it. So I would like to thank them also for even being willing to participate, you know, if their schedules would have allowed them to.
I got a question.
Yes.
Why was Shush Trish not invited?
I can't.
Say what?
Who's that?
Who's Trish?
Who?
She ain't no OG.
I don't know her.
We don't know that lady.
Oh, no OG.
I'm under James Wilson. Yes. Finally. I'm laying up under James Wilson. Yes, baby. I just saw where I was. Heidi, I got your boo.
Hold up. Look at Lily Mars. I'm gonna need y'all to take that comment out the chat because that is the one rule that I gave everybody ahead of time.
Yep.
He was not allowed to be spoken of on this panel at all. So we're not speaking about that dude. We're not talking about him. I mean, like, tell me you want me to make this panel about you without telling me you want this panel to be about you because, you know, like, it's like, you know. So
I will never say
laughing so hard.
How you doing, Natasha?
Does anybody care? I think Nyca, I'll let
Nyca, why are you not on panel, Lady Nyca? I mean, why are you not cammed up? You always cam up.
I'm on location.
Right.
Okay.
I wish that James Caldwell wouldn't have left because I wanted to address him. So can I just make a statement?
Okay, well, he might slide back through here and hit the link now. You know James be up in them clouds now, James. Mother.
Could you ask him to please come back?
But he's supposed to be a man, right? He's supposed to be a man and an OG. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't even no real man to even address me. And I'm still here, bitch. And I ain't going nowhere. And I said it from the get-go. I'm a man that all you other bitches put on above. And I can be cordial to a motherfucker. Just because you on a panel don't mean that I have to like you.
Now, hold on, Rico. You and Natasha just got along on Sunday. What happened?
Girl.
Man, Natasha is still a fake bitch to me. And that's what I said. And I meant it. We could be cordial and be shady or whatever, but I it's just not. No.
Also, y'all just throwing a little slick shade like y'all was doing.
Right. It's just that. Okay. And everybody else, you already know the motherfuckers that I really don't care for, but I'm here to support you. But this is a real live show or whatever. I'm going to be real with mine. I'm not about to be sitting up here fake and phony. Right. And I like Heidi. I'm not saying Heidi, hey Heidi, and everybody else, Brianna and everybody else, but other motherfuckers out here, no, I would address them.
Well, if James want to go back up,
I felt like it was very low brow, very low vibrational of James Caldwell to come on the platform with you and your mother. I thought that was a time where he could have saved his comments for his own platform. And that's just a comment that I wanted to say to him. I feel like that he's not a real friend and he wasn't someone who was bringing positivity. And I felt like there was a time, like, it's not a lot of heart on the beef sector. So you can't really expect to get heart. You know, Heidi got a big heart. You don't get a lot of heart on the beef sector. And so I just felt like in that moment that the Kool-Aid man, James Caldwell, you know, he just came across as very cold-hearted. It was like he did not read the room. He had no emotions. He was very, you know, he was just icy. And I just thought it was very lowbrow. And I felt like if he was going to be negative, he could have saved that for his own platform. But I digress.
Wait up, Heidi. But I saw him being cool, calm, and collective, though.
Well, what I saw, I just thought he was so disrespectful to Rico and Rico's mother. I just felt like he never should have clicked the link in the first place.
Can I ask a question? So, and this is no disrespect to Rico, but I watched the cleanup because I didn't watch the video. I didn't watch what happened, but I watched the cleanup, and James said that he saw that he waited till Rico and his mother left the panel, and then he clicked the panel to address what was said about him. So he said whatever he was saying was a response to what was already said about him.
Oh, okay. Is that why he clicked the link?
I can concur. I can concur because I was there and I said it. I said because he was in the motherfucking clouds like the bitch fat always no having that ass bitch that ain't got no job, ain't working, ain't doing nothing else, so he ain't got nothing else to do. He just like me, a motherfucking bum, but you just older, bitch. Just like a lot of motherfuckers. You ain't got no job, you ain't working, you ain't doing nothing else but seeing your fat ass here on YouTube and always in women motherfucking gossip. You was in the motherfucking comments and you was shading me. And my mama came up on there to address the fact that y'all was turning that shit around, talking about I got touched at something at 6 years old. And that's not what the fuck I said. That's not what the fuck that happened. Can't nobody fucking tell my life that I fucking can. Any of these motherfucking bitches. And that's what happened. And then he was throwing slick shade and all these motherfuckers. And like I said, me and my mama is the realest. Because if you address some shit, why not address it to my motherfucking face, bitch?
Okay,
Because,
well, listen, Kimmy's saying that, which I watched it in real time because I was there, because I kept on telling you abort mission. I didn't think it was a good idea, me personally. But I lost her comment somewhere along the line. But Kimmy says that she invited him up there, which is true because I did watch her ask him to come up there. He came up there, and I'm quite sure you probably watched it because you know how it is. We watch stuff. And he was being cordial, saying that, he had empathy, there's nothing really for him to say. He was just kind of chilling. And then I saw you come back in the chat and you were like, let me get the link. And then the link was dropped and then all hell went off. And he did restrain himself, I feel like, for a good long while. But I also understand, just being fair, that you guys have tension. So sometimes when you have tension, even if that person is not directing you in an aggressive manner at that time, then you may just be worked up off some past stuff. But during that moment, I can say that James was pretty much. I didn't see.
I don't like the bitch, part, and that's just that.
Yeah,
and I don't like him. I want to fight that bitch, that old 50-year-old bitch. And that's that on real life. And I swear to God, he's going to get dealt with before 2025.
Now, I will say this. Now, if he was saying stuff in the chat, I can honestly say that I didn't see it. But Kimmy had a lot of people in that chat that day. So, when the chat is going like that, which is another reason why I slowed this chat down. I put the chat on slow mode that way and I also did that because, and I told everybody this. I even told April this. I said, I don't have it to give. So I don't even want to have it be an open chat where people can just come in here and troll and do all this crazy stuff. So I was trying to do everything in my power for things to just be as smooth as possible. And initially, what I wanted to say to the Ghetto View, we were supposed to talk about beef sector history. That's what we were supposed to be doing today, to let people understand, because even with April, so let's get into this. Now, April, I ain't coming for you. Let me go get my let me work my the poll thing, right? April says that the beef sector started with her and VS. That they started it. Now, I don't need you to get into that man's name or the phone calls and all that. Everybody know that y'all was on the phone call lines or whatever. So April says she's the pioneer, her and VS, of the beef sector. I've always stated that the beef sector came about around the time with Maddie and T.S. Madison. That is what the name changed to the beef sector. Because truth be told, VS, matter of fact, I'm gonna let the people vote first and then I'm gonna get them some history. So hold on, y'all go ahead and talk, and I'm going to, or people on the panel, y'all can put y'all answers or whatever, but I will put the I will, but oh shit, hold on, I think it won't let me do it. Hold on.
So they wanted it because they was calling it the what they was calling it, the Section 8 sector or whatever.
Right.
And Susie was like, you know what I'm saying? No, that's we were like, hell no. So that day that I did go on his call in and drug 5 people, that's when Susie started calling it the beef sector.
Child, I was over there at Vivian's gas station chronicle trying to do a goddamn poll and wonder why the motherfucker don't work. I told everybody I didn't have it the motherfucking give, but then now they didn't want to listen to me. No. They want to push me over the goddamn edge. Why? For what reason? I don't know.
You have to leave out a StreamYard to do that poll. I think that's why, right?
Yeah. And I had it open, but I was over here at the gas station chronicle and I'm like, damn, they took away the poll shit already? Baby, then I look and see the fun gas station.
But y'all, Nyca, you, James, and the other person, others, y'all have been dragging motherfuckers. But you know what I'm saying? This little section, this part, VS started calling it the beef sector because they wanted to call it the Section 8 sector. And we was like, hell, fuck no.
No, I no, that's not how I remember it though, because Armand Wiggins originally called it the Section 8 sector.
Yeah.
Because
him and Wiley, they wanted to call it the Section 8 sector, and we was like, hell no.
And then Wiley
started calling it the beef sector.
The beef sector, because that's when
Wiley was calling it the Section 8 sector too. Him and Armand. VS said, no, hell no, because we didn't want to be called that.
The beefing sector started in December. It started during that when we were tearing each other up and we were beefing for dollars, and all of a sudden that name took place. That's when I thought the beef sector started. So
now somebody said the beef sector started on Blab.
Well, it did because before the whole Queen's Court and all that other kind of stuff, that's really where because we beef, but we beef for real. Like we really had beef. So we used to do it on YouTube, but we had to do uploads, and then we would go over on Blab and we would bang. But the only names that people really had is like they used to call the ABC people. They used to call them the Reading Rainbow. Actually, I think Pam gave them that name, the Reading Rainbow.
Who started the
ABC
people too? Somebody used to say that. Alphabet people.
Right. And so
who's in the chat, Shelly? You want me to get out? You want to let him come up?
I think he's at work. Unless he can come up. If he can come up, I don't mind, and I don't even mind getting down. But so that's when we really didn't have a name per se, but we was always beefing.
Yeah.
First, they called it the goddamn chilling circle. Do y'all remember that when they called it the chilling circle?
I was like, oh no,
I remember that.
Then they called it. They were saying like beefing for dollars or whatever, and then they came out with Queen Supreme Court, and then that's when everybody started roasting and gagging each other. That's when people started kind of becoming people's content. Before that, we had real content. That's why most of the OGs know how to do content. We don't got to go run nobody else's shit for that 10,000 motherfucking hours and shit like that. We know how to do shit. We know how to edit videos. You know what I'm saying? We know how to do multiple different things. So then, I think
this part of the beef is said right. This right here, that came from the call in, and when everybody was.
Oh, sorry, April.
When everybody was going at Team Small Claims Court. That's what I was a part of. I wasn't a part of TSCC. I was a part of Team Small Claims Court. When we used to have,
I don't even know these people, to be honest. And like I said, I didn't enter into the beef sector until the Kaya and T.S. Madison situation.
April, you losing though, sis.
No, I'm not. But you know what though? I know that there were people already doing some things before us, and I don't want to take that away. But
Jay Wilson used to have church, real church.
Yeah, but again, I remember Treecey. I remember Treecey. I remember Treecey. Treecey was Team Kaya. I was Team T.S. Madison. Treecey was
Treecey
like me
was
up.
terrorizing these
sending,
goddamn streets. Okay,
but she was, and then you know we came
for
to
Kaya though.
consensus.
That's what I'm saying for Kaya.
But that's what I remember. I remember that, and I remember people joining in and coming in. But there were already people who were like Miss Pam and that person who we're not going to mention, and other people. So I don't take that away from them at all. But the group that I came in with or remember was particularly
because listen, how
TS
I
and
even
Kaya.
How I knew who Jay Wilson was, he was doing reviews on T.S. Madison. During that time, he was also talking about his legal shield. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, get you some $20 a month or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then even how VS got the name Team Small Claims Court, that was taken from T.S. Madison and Kaya.
Yeah, it was.
It was a copy of
Queen
Supreme Court, and then she named it Team's Small Claims Court. So how the hell could y'all establish some shit that y'all got from somebody else?
No, but that's what she did. But could you put up positive deposits comment? Positive deposits.
Okay, hold on, pause.
But that's what she did. But when it became, when they went to talk about beefing, it was the call-ins. And everybody wanted to go at Team Small Claims Court. They have been telling Kaya, everybody about Team Small, this group that would have a club on Friday and drag, I guess, the rest of the weekend or whatever. Yeah. And I happened to get wind of it. And I hit her up and I said, yes, who the fuck, you know, they finna drag us. And she was like, what? I said, let's get over here to home, you know, to his call in. And that's when all us called in. And I drug 5 people I didn't even know because they was trying to drag VS.
Well, okay, so Mother Twerk says TSCC doesn't stand for Team Small Claims Court. Yes, it does. That's exactly
exactly. But you gotta go to positive deposits comment. It's above that.
Well, I saw
believe it or not, Larry Nelson is OG. Believe it or not, as much as I don't care for him, he's still OG.
I was gonna invite him, but I knew once I saw him do that video the other day, I knew.
I mean, you could have invited him, Shelly. It's no big deal.
He was pretty calm in that video, though. He was pretty calm in the video. You got to admit.
Yeah, I
didn't see the video, but you could have invited him. But I mean, you can't deny he is OG.
That's how the natural beef started.
Hold on, y'all. TreZur Lane, would you like to come back up? I will drop down. TreZur Lane.
I could even drop down. I don't have a problem with it. I truly don't. Because like I said,
you ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna leave.
Why?
On here than me sit up in here because I really don't have. I say what I want to say on the channel and my platform, but I'd rather see Mother and get a good key. So thank you, Shelly, for inviting me, baby.
And Pam, listen, we're gonna have to do a collaboration in the future, maybe a little dollar store or something like that. You know, because like I said, I'm focusing on content, so I have time for this, you know, all this other little stuff. So that is
it's good to see you, Miss Pam.
I'll see what kind of schedule you like, and I'll email you. Okay.
It's good to see you, Miss Pam. And did y'all see Nicole Tyler? She looked really good.
I saw her. That's good. Yeah.
That's another OG.
She looked good.
I left Nicole a message, but I remember what I told y'all what happened with my phone, so I lost all my contacts. So I just left her a comment underneath her video, but I didn't hear back from her. So yeah, Nicole is an OG. Nicole is the first one that introduced me to the fact that people just make up lies on videos. Okay, she was the first known liar, and she says, "Well, isn't that what we're all doing? We're all
no, we're not."
I'm like, "No, we're not. We're not just making up stories out the clear blue sky." And she was like, "I thought that's what we do."
See, that's how I know I can't. That's why people be getting cussed out because I'm like, just tell the truth. If you don't know,
Miss Right. Kaya did give Team Small Claims Court a shout out. Yes, she did.
Natasha, you look gorgeous. Look at
Doesn't
Natasha.
she?
Yeah,
she looks so pretty.
Miss Natasha, girl.
Natasha, I was crying so hard. Oh my God, I was so sad because of Cookie Tookie. And then I started watching your video and I was crying because you were going, yeah, I went to Philadelphia. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I was like, oh my God. It was sad.
Shady bitch.
And let me just tell you, Natasha, because I told you before, you know, I know the girls be trying to come for you, right? But look, I wanted to tell you because they'll get offended if we say it or you say it, but I'm going to say it because I told you I don't give a fuck about their pronouns, girl. You serving fish tonight, bitch. I see you, girl. See, we can talk like that. They'll get offended, but we can say cunty and all that because they get all sensitive in the chat and they want to accuse you of being homophobic, but I don't give a fuck. I said it. I said Natasha serving fish tonight. Who mad?
Yeah, Miss Gina is beef second too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Gina.
Yeah. Miss Gina.
Okay, so let me look at the poll because April, you were completely behind. Okay, so it's 85% says it started with TS and Kaya, and 15% says it's VS and April. Shout out to you, VS. You must be. She gave 1 vote and April gave 1 vote. Y'all lost. Period. Period. You lost. You didn't do it.
Can I say
I have
something?
a popular opinion. Because the B sector didn't take off. Well, I guess I ain't the question. But I just always feel like it started with Larry Nelson and Vivian. Not Vivian. Ooh.
Bonnie Vaughn. Ooh.
Bonnie Vaughn. Yes. Bonnie
Brianna.
People don't give them enough credit.
They don't, because really that went on for years.
Brianna, you done started some shit.
I think that's when the beef sector went dark. I think that's when we took a different turn and it started getting really dark. I really do.
When I went to jail, it started getting dark, I think.
Well, it got dark then too, Treecey, but I just really think because that was a serious allegation.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a serious allegation.
Daughter,
And again, I'm like, wow, that's deep. And again, this is why I say what I said. And I would have loved for him to come up because I think that's when the sector started taking a different turn. That's my opinion. But
Chopper is an OG too. Chopper could tell y'all.
Yes.
Well, I have to agree on that too. Because I was watching VS and VS was talking about Larry Nelson kid and all of that. And that's how I got blocked out the chat. This is how I can remember. Everybody else is different. I'm seeing how because I'm not with like I'm like a newer OG. I just came into it because of watching. But I do remember VS sitting in her bath, it was her room or something like that, and she was going off on this man and talking about his kids and stuff like that. And that spurred a lot of controversy here on that. And then getting the DNA and the lie detector test, and then Sean Bradley interjected is from what I remember.
You can't say that name.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, do you ever not?
I was on mute. I couldn't make it back over here fast enough. I was looking for. I was in my archives of receipts because I was looking for y'all old deleted video from that era, but I didn't really come on here to show no receipts. So I didn't really, But I was digging in my archives, but I almost knocked the computer over trying to get back over here. So please, let's refrain from that name. We don't use that name over here. But anyway, you can go ahead with your story. But yeah, here's right about the Larry Nelson thing. That's when, oh God, I'm cool with Larry, so I don't really want to say it. But y'all know when he was walking down that street that day, so I don't gotta say no more.
I just want to ask, do you ever regret saying the walls? Because that's really what started everything.
What?
Second carpet on my walls is what started everything.
Do you want me to see if I can call him? I mean, he may come on.
You know what though? That was the good days of beefing when you could really laugh, and then people were showing water coolers and CD collections. I mean, it was gold. It was YouTube gold. I mean, bloody gums. It was gold. And
Treecey with the hammer in her car in the parking lot.
I showed the hammer today for old time's sakes. It was so funny.
What's the lady name? What was that lady name?
Treecey. Honey.
Show up, honey.
I could have went to jail.
Those were the days. And I just
Brianna, who was the chick that I was calling Madagascar with the monkeys?
Who had monkeys?
Remember VS homegirl? Remember she couldn't sing. She always wanted to sing. And she had a gang of monkeys and shit.
I don't know.
And I used to call her Madagascar. I know me and Amazing Grace went at it. Huh?
That could have been before my time. I don't know who had no.
Nate Rob is OG too. I remember Nate Rob coming on.
You remember Nicole Tyler at Subway, child? I will never forget that. That was just epic. That was like the best.
No,
Yes,
Sexy
that
Clean
shit
with them
was crazy.
that silver outfit, and she doing them videos, and her at that
With her
VFW
lashes.
doing that concert. Oh my
That was
God!
so funny.
But that was I mean, come on, you couldn't tell her she was Sexy Clean, and again,
could tell her.
that's what made the person who was not going to mention, but that's what made, because those people remember that kind of stuff, and I just thought it was funny, and people really did have content. And like Shelly said, I remember when you had to respond to somebody by doing a video and uploading it, and so you would go back and look at that and then upload it. So I just, I think the beef sector has come a long way, and again, there may be some origins, but I just know the people who I'm with, how I came about going at it, or having relationship far as the beef sector with them. And I think some of the other people, they were already here, but the beef sector, I mean, yeah, we were called many things.
Well, don't get mad at me, Shelly, but J Dunn got the name Brianna Chatty Chew, Chatty Few. You don't remember her?
No, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Oh, let's not forget about Boss Lady New Jersey TV as well. That's OG.
Yeah, with her
I used to pick at her and ONSIGHT April.
A lot. Oh, there's Uncle Tim.
Mr. Tim says he invited on a super chat.
There's Uncle Tim.
Okay, well, I get down.
Shelly.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. I was being shady and pulling up an old receipt. I was looking for something on Larry, and then I found something old in my archives. Sometimes I don't always name it, because if I don't really have no current smoke with the people, like, I just be having stuff just in the stash. I mean, I am the one and only queen of receipts. I mean, I gave myself the name than everybody else behind.
I remember that, the queen of receipts.
It is what it is. So, but
now everybody's recording calls. Look, everybody's recording calls now.
Let me.
Shelly, I'm gonna get down and let Tim and James come up. I'm gonna put the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna get out.
I'll be right back. Let me get something to drink.
So Shelly, I remember when VS was pretending to be Heidi on a pole that time.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yes, that was funny. And I love Heidi, but that was the most funny.
That was funny.
No, let me tell you the funniest one she made. And I don't do her, but the funniest video she ever made was that one on Mona. That one in the wheelchair at work. Yes. I want to watch that motherfucker 25
That was hilarious. And April Walker. Remember April Walker did one too? She came along later, but that was funny.
So hold on one second. Let me put this off the screen.
And Rita did the bathroom challenge, and I'm never gonna forget that bathroom challenge with Rita. That was hilarious too.
Even though we was getting into it and we was beefing, it still was funny. You still could find a laugh in it all. It wasn't so dark and everybody wanted to hurt each other. It was beef. It was entertaining. And you can go back and look at some of them old videos and laugh so hard. Because my favorite YouTube moment will go down in history is Jay Wilson singing Carpet on My Walls.
I love it.
Baby, I watched that video so many times. I found myself walking around the house talking about carpet on my walls. I said, "Come on, Jay Wilson, baby." That was always funny to me. That was.
But Treecey singing
with
is
them
unforgettable.
Girl,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Every time I'm like, when Brian does it or Treecey does it, I got a man at home. That's Treecey.
That was
right there. You don't forget that.
And she used to sing it all night long.
Remember I said, Jay Wilson got a man at home. That was fun.
Tim, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I thought you were Tim.
No, I kind of forgot about it. I had a concern, and I don't know that I expressed it to you.
Oh.
But I had a concern, so I saw that you guys mentioned my name. I said, well, why not? I mean, why not?
Yeah, and I'm honored for you to come over here. And again, I do apologize for my crappy mood. This was not really how the show was supposed to go. I was looking for a nasty old piece of receipt. We're going to give Uncle Tim the floor, but I just want to play a quick little clip. I think it's like about 1 minute. This is going to make some people upset, but it was in the archives. I got plenty of videos. I ain't going to lie, Nick. I got a couple on you. I told Pam I had some on her that I would give her back. Y'all know when Pam used to strip down on camera? down to her
Yes.
underwear.
Yep.
I got lots of them videos in my archives. But me and Pam not beefing, so I don't put them out. But here's a throwback. And if you are OG or you are OG subscriber and you've been around here for a long time, then this video should not be anything new to you. That video is?
That's when you had her sleeping all night.
Is that when
she was scared?
She was at that gas station, right?
Child, I was right outside her house.
She had the camera on herself. She was scared.
Shelly was a pull-up queen. Remember Shelly?
She called Wally and was like, she outside in my parking lot. So then she started sleeping and shit. So that she recorded herself. So I downloaded. Back then, you could take people's videos and upload them and save them and they wouldn't know. Now YouTube got the little thing that will notify you if somebody take your stuff and upload it. So you can't really do all that kind of stuff anymore. So how you doing, Uncle Sam? How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I just want to say first, I want to say to Treecey, the twins are looking wonderful.
Right?
Thank you.
Nice and perky and bouncy.
I can say that too. I can say that too. Even though like me and Treecey, I'm gonna respect her.
Thank you, Rika.
Don't get along, but come back on camera. That's what
I am. I'm gonna come back because who was it? Debbie was talking about it. She was like, you know what? She was like, people don't want to come on camera anymore. She was just throwing it down there, and I was like, I need to start coming back. So I commit to come back at least twice a week now. I need to come back at least twice a week. I'm gonna start with that and then go from there because it don't make sense. I used to always come live, but you get in the process of not doing things and just being relaxed, and I'm like, no, I need to come back and do it. So I am gonna come back.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to see those natural breasts.
You throwing shade?
Yes, it is.
No, I just said that. Look, the natural ones, honey. Look,
what kind of beer that is?
What happened?
Bud Light Platinum.
Yes.
That's the only thing I drink.
I bet that Polydent.
That's Treecey.
I bet that Polydent is all balled
every
up
birthday.
You know it every birthday.
Worry about them
I have
bitches
two,
over
and
there,
I will be
Timothy
just as
Blaine.
tipsy. Don't let me have four, child. I be done fell asleep while I was on YouTube. Okay.
And Jay Wilson's real teeth look really nice too. I love real teeth.
Well,
you over there with them
plastic
dentures in your mouth, old man.
Well, actually, his bottom four
with that methadone gut.
I think his bottom four teeth are not real, are they? They're not the same teeth that I saw.
Ain't nothing like real teeth, baby. Ain't nothing like the real deal, baby.
Thank you.
Them real teeth up there, baby.
There's a difference in coloration.
Them real teeth.
The four front, bottom
those are
teeth,
real
bottom
teeth.
Four. Those are not
like
the same
natural
teeth that I saw in his first video.
You have no teeth in your mouth.
I have wonderful teeth in my mouth. What do
you
you
have dentures. You have
Girl,
old
I'm just like you, Heidi.
plastic dentures.
I'm just like you. I'm an old
you
drug
have
addict.
You have a mouthful of Polydent.
Why in the hell should I have
a mouthful of
Polydent? 65 years old.
You have a mouthful of white Polydent.
And what do you
on
got
the
in
roof of your mouth?
Heidi? Miss Heidi.
And it's probably jammed together.
Why aren't you online, girl? Why are you showing us a picture of some old picture?
Because I don't want
day?
you looking at me, bitch.
I want to see them hard ass.
I don't want you to
titties,
see me, bitch.
I want to see the
I know you want to see this face.
between the real and the fake.
I know you want to see this face.
I don't know why the titties start way up here, girl. So just come up here and show us those breasts. You got the nerve to push them up.
Look, he still want to see them though. You still want to look though, but I still made you look. You telling me exactly how they look.
Well, you were in that business, girl. So
you love it.
So for 2023, y'all can't. Here I am. Y'all can't make amends. I sound like Nicole. Can y'all make amends? No.
No, not for certain people.
Hell no. People have come for me for absolutely no reason other than numbers. So I thought I'd be nasty, just like they nasty.
Timothy Blaine got that white man head. Why did you have that white man head under that bookshelf like that?
Why do you got a white man?
He got a
in your
white man's
bedroom
head stuffed
humping you in
under
your
a
ass every
bookshelf.
night?
You
Why
love
are
white
you sucking on a
skulls,
white
Jeffrey
man's balls?
Dahmer ass motherfucker.
Why
do you got that white man's head in that bookshelf down there like that? I said, damn, how many more statues are you going to try to put in that damn 4x4 cell? You tried to do an MTV Cribs with Jay Wilson, and you completely walked in a circle. That's all you walked in a circle, and that was it.
What are you trying to say? I'm a single man. What
Harley,
I'm trying to say, stop it, Tim. Stop it. Jay Wilson was showing, he was doing his own thing, and you got boiling hot, envious, and jealous, and you stood in the middle of your floor and did a 360 turn, and that was your whole motherfucking crib.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna send your ass some Polydent.
Let me tell you something, hooker.
And some Depends.
Interior.
I'm gonna send you some Depends.
Interior
I'm gonna
decorating
send you
takes place
some
in a room. Whether you have one room,
did you say that
or
dick
you have
don't get hard?
40
Now
rooms.
you know that dick
It
don't
doesn't
get
make any
hard.
difference, girl.
You
It's
couldn't
still
even
a
get an
room.
erection.
If you
Somebody
out of
finally
this
wanted to
goddamn
give you
thing,
some, and the dick wouldn't even get hard. Motherfucker, I'm gonna send you a 1,000 pack of Viagra over down through there. And maybe that dick can get hard, and maybe you can fuck after 20 years. You ain't, that dick ain't busting on the, you ain't had no badussy in over 20 years. And finally, somebody decide to give you some booty, and your dick don't get hard. How did your dick not get hard after all these years you've been waiting to get some booty hole? Finally, somebody want to give you some booty hole, and your dick failed you again.
Heidi, the
dick failed you.
Heidi, the chat said leave their uncle alone. L Blue said
I would love to be able to answer my own.
He started with me.
No,
he started with me.
No, I want to answer
you started with me with my titties. Don't play with me.
He want to answer the question.
Here's the answer to the question.
You want me to send you some Viagra?
You
want me to send you some Viagra?
No, you don't even have to use Viagra, isn't it? They have the rhino pills. I heard.
No, I just got it.
He needs something because his don't work.
Here's the answer, Heidi Monster. Here's the answer. My dick didn't get hard because the person was a whore like you. Like you would never get my dick hard. I don't just drop my drawers and just hop in people's assholes like you are in the business of, right? You would never make my dick hard, right? But you would be pushing it in my face. I've been to strip clubs before. I know what they do. You would be dropping it down and spreading it wide, and you would do everything to get all them old
You ain't never been to no strip club.
And then they would sit there and peel off dollar bills and put in your pussy. I wouldn't show nobody my goddamn pussy for $1. But that's what you did, girl.
So y'all want me? So y'all wanted me to be quiet so you can say that dumb shit. You've never been to a strip club. You were too busy dumpster diving, and now bitch giving you the time of day, and your dick don't work. But your dick don't work. Everything you saying is null and void. Your dick don't even work. And what you doing with hoes? What are you doing with a hoe with you? What did you do? Where you get that hoe from?
$2 in there.
Was it a little white boy hoe, or was it a black boy hoe? What kind of hoe did you go pick up and bring up over to that little bitty ass apartment?
My white man every night.
What hoe you went and got?
You getting fucked right now?
You said you had a hoe. No, I'm on S. Hutchinson's panel. You said that you went and picked up a hoe, but your dick didn't work. Let's talk about facts.
My dick doesn't
You
get
went and
hard
got
for
a
her.
hoe, and your dick didn't work. How much did you pay for the hoe?
Oh no.
How much did you pay for the hoe? You just told us that you went and got a hoe, and when you tried to fuck her, your dick didn't work. That's what you just told us, Papa. Oh, Daddy, you just told us that you had a hoe over there. Now let's talk about facts, because see, Flyucci is over here in her office. You said that you picked up a hoe. You brought the hoe over there, and then you decided that you couldn't fuck her because she was a hoe. So your dick didn't work. You want to blame it all on her. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Timothy. So you buying hoes now? You got tired of being celibate? You got tired of fucking that little dog over there?
Just like when
Please don't kill that dog. Please don't kill that dog.
Everybody's dick got soft. Everybody got dick got soft when they saw them hard titties.
Please don't kill that dog, Uncle
You couldn't
Tim.
excite nobody with that goddamn shit, girl.
Please don't kill that
what's
dog,
in the
Uncle
strip club,
Tim.
girl? A bunch of old ass
Uncle
truck
Tim,
drivers and shit.
you're
girl.
into bestiality now. That's why your dick don't get hard for nobody no more. You don't even like men no more. You don't even like men no more. You like beasts. You lay in the bed with that dog. You lick on that dog's balls.
Now,
You lick out on that
we're not
dog.
gonna do the animals, Heidi. We not about to do the fur baby.
Wait, can I read
I have a dog myself. He don't call me every kind of hoe. I'm gonna come and say what the fuck I want to say to him.
I came to defend Squeenie now.
Uncle Tim, remember when VS had told you and you got so mad about Squeenie? She was like, Uncle Tim was like, she's just
not helping it.
Y'all remember when she said that he had broke the dog's legs or something? I said, what? I had never heard nothing like that.
If anybody mentions that woman's name on my channel, again, I'm blocking them forever. I couldn't, but she said she pulled out some mangy old dog, girl. Looked like certain people are dog. I ain't gonna say what kind of dog it was. The dog was dead. The dog was dead, girl, with his legs spread and legs broke. She makes videos saying, I done fucked the dog and killed him.
I've never heard that in my life. I was like, what the hell?
That was a different class of woman for me.
That was it for you, Uncle Tim. You was like,
you're not gonna come back and help Unc out? James, come here.
Girl, I don't need no help. Why do you help?
Listen, Uncle Tim, let me tell you something. Uncle Tim, let me tell you something real tea. I don't be letting people come for you, okay? I'm not gonna say your names, but once upon a time, somebody was throwing out your cash. They were saying, "Did you needed some help?" And I said, "Now my uncle, give me that cash app so I can send him a piece of little change for his book cover." Now my uncle,
Shelly rides it out.
Okay,
so are we gonna be able to, as grown people, all defend ourselves, or are you gonna be taking up for the denture mouth? Because if that's what we're gonna do, I can leave now, and I appreciate being here. So how we finna do this? Is that if we finna be taking up for this foul mouth motherfucker?
Why you got a damn microphone?
Because I can dip.
I don't know how much asshole and pussy.
We were doing good.
You see, listen to him though.
Right now,
so it's funny when he talk about me.
Nobody got a snow cone, girl.
You all good?
A snow cone mic. They on sale right now on Amazon, girl. You can buy a real microphone. Well, you ain't got to carry that hold this.
So I'll just sit here and let him talk shit, since that's what y'all want to hear. Okay.
No, go ahead. I can shut up for a while. I can shut up totally, honey. Go on, have your show.
Here's the Oscar for Timothy Blaine.
You had to buy your own Oscar, girl. That's a damn. Did you ever put that
That's for
Oscar
you.
in your pussy? Miss Thing, on stage. Is that a prop? Do you ever put that Oscar in your pussy, girl, please?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about putting Oscars in pussies, but I can't say don't be licking them dogs' balls over there. Stop fucking that little dog over there before you kill him like you did the last dog, you bitch.
Buy a microphone, girl. That's pitiful. Been on here 100 years. You can't buy a goddamn mic yet.
I don't need no mic. I've gotten over 5 million views, bitch, and more than that in the last month. Clearly, I don't need a mic. Clearly, I don't need a mic.
I would say that she did pave the way because I think you're not the only one, but you're one of few that crossed over to a different sector, into this T sector, right?
Yeah.
Thank you,
They don't want
and you as well, Treecey. You as well.
You're not giving yourself enough credit, Treecey, because you're in like 5 different sectors. So
that's true. I'm always all over. The thing is, I never really knew I was a troll because I didn't know how to troll until y'all said it, and I was like, I wasn't a troll, and I'm like, well, I guess I was.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
I thought I could just cuss people out.
But yeah, cuss people out. That's a troll.
I was a troll.
Treecey, girl, you used to latch on to folks in them chat rooms, and either they was gonna block you or they was gonna have to just deal with it, because you was notorious in them chat rooms. You was something else. I said, no wonder she made a good content creator, because she was kicking ass before she got her camera on.
Yes. And then I had to go back, because once you're a content creator, you start seeing things different. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, ooh, that was bad. I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, you got to go back and realize, because it's like you can't just be going crazy. But I was, because it's new, and you just be like, okay, I'm letting all the aggression out. I'm ready. Boop. Don't let somebody talk about Jay Wilson. I was like, I would follow him around. You talked about Jay Wilson, leave him alone. Whole paragraphs.
I put a poll up on the board. I asked what team are they? Are they team Tim or are they team the doll? Okay, so I need y'all to go ahead and put them polls up in there.
Shelly loves polls. She just figured out we had polls.
I don't know who showed me how to do that shit. I just discovered it one day and now I can't stop.
Treecey, just for the record,
I feel like I shouldn't have to be put against an old great grandpa motherfucker with no teeth. Like, put that old motherfucker against somebody that look like him. Like, I'm up in this bitch with a bunch of women. I feel like I should be.
Who we gonna put him against?
Oh, I guess he is a bitch. Okay.
But Heidi, you are an old woman sitting up here in
Shay, I just caught that, Heidi. So you calling Jay Wilson a bottom. He's a bitch. I caught this Shay.
Wait, huh? What happened, Rico?
I caught the motherfucking Shay. She said she up here with a whole bunch of women, whole bunch of bitches.
Oh no, I was talking about it's enough women up here for me to go against Rico. Don't play with me. Timothy is a bitch. Timothy is a bottom that still don't get no dick.
Jay Wilson a bottom.
He a fake top. The peen don't work.
Jay Wilson is a bottom. The peen don't work. So what difference?
Yeah, one of my names on the street was Break a Hole. He said, "He come break a hole."
He also got his air. Is it your air popcorn?
Y'all better get that money right, bitch. Here come Timothy.
Your name is Dumpster Diving Meth Monster.
This thing I dumpster dive, girl, because I was high. I just went out and got high in this thing and dumpster dive for the fun of it, bitch. I was not looking for food, girl. Right?
I know, because you was high as fuck and your booty was doing kegels, like you said. Your booty used to do kegels, and you was trying to get that dope and get you and beat the F out of a white man. And aggressively take him,
girl?
Baby. I heard the story. Don't try to take it back now. You said that your booty would do the kegels. You do the kegels.
A person who you are living in his house. Is he beating up that pussy right now?
You do the kegels. No, because I'm on the live. I'm on the live.
I don't know what a kegel is, girl.
How my pussy getting beat up if I'm on the live talking to your old ass?
I ain't gonna lie, I tried to get you some help.
When you get through, you got to go pay the rent, girl.
Lady Nyca, they said you got a drink, Lady Nyca.
Girl, you already know, Treece. I had a drink before I even got on here, honey. Yes, girl. Yes.
Jay Wilson is eating his air popcorn.
What I was trying to say, Treece.
Timothy Blaine had to take a nice drink so he could. I was trying to say. You got some wet wipes? You know your booty gonna be dirty when you through. You know you be leaking. You know you loose in the back. You know you loose in the back. You know you loose in the back from all that prostitution. I read the book. You was a hooker. That's why you like to call me all kind of hoes. You was a hoe. You was a prostitute. You used to sell it for a $5 piece of meth.
Girl, you calling somebody?
You know you loose. You know you be leaking. Go get you some wet wipes. Go get you some wet wipes. Wipe that ass.
I don't understand what you're doing with a wet wipe. That sounds like something whores do.
They said, so we got a super chat, which this too much. Thank you for the super chat. It says, question, why is being a bottom used as a weapon? This is so tired. Find another read. Is what they say.
Oh my goodness. They don't want all that old bottom talk, honey.
Well, Rico brought up the bottom.
Yeah. Well, Heidi was a top.
These are roasting gags. Don't be coming in here telling people to find another motherfucking read and why you using it as a weapon. Everything is a fucking weapon right now. Like, what the hell? Somebody is in the wrong room.
As a businesswoman, your
everything is a weapon right now. Everything is a weapon.
Yes, Treecey. Yes.
Everything is a weapon.
If somebody wanted to fuck you in your nose, they could do that if the price was right, girl. The fuck are you talking about? You gonna call somebody a whore? How the hell you gonna call me a whore, girl? And you a professional.
Uncle Tim is
nobody asked a prostitute. What do you want to do, hon?
Baby, it's in your book. It's in your book. It's in your book. You wrote it in your book. You said that you was a hoe. In your book, you are a hoe. You said it. You called yourself a prostitute, and your mama used to get beat the fuck up. She used to get boxed. It's in your book. It's in your book.
And I realized that broken people wanted to pay for what I had to offer. I had dick to offer, right? So yes, there was a season. So I understand the whole game very well. But the whole game is different for men and women, isn't it? Heidifly Monster. You are still dressing up like a little girl. You are stuck, bitch. You like Nora Desmond in Sunset Boulevard. You remember that old bitch come down the steps? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. They say you are old, dried up ass bitch. And when they pulled you off that pole, girl, you didn't know what to do with yourself. So you started selling makeup and lipstick, girl, because you didn't know what else you could do. Then when you come on here and sell clothing, the clothing could only be used by whores.
The chat said that the chat said they tired of y'all.
Decent women are not walking around in purple and blue wigs, girl, with glitter eyelashes. That's whole shit. Anyway, I don't listen here. Shelly, I talk a lot, and you got to stop me sometime, girl.
No, I just said they wanted to move on. Now I did put up a poll, and the last two super chats were in favor of Uncle Tim. Jonas thanks. It says beef sector strong. Thank you so much. Now, the poll, y'all kind of half and half. Now, Heidi, while you at it, go ahead and show them your makeup palette.
Yes.
Let them know how they can get it. If you have a link for it or whatever, you can drop that in the chat or tell me where to get it, and I can get one of my mods to get it.
Heidi look like Nikki. Look at her. Don't she look like Nikki?
Oh, that's a compliment.
Old Nikki. Old Nikki.
Like Nikki. Oh, that's it right there. Oh, okay.
Thank you so much, beautiful.
I love that.
And so this is the Bad Bitch palette, okay? The one and only Bad Bitch palette by Flyucci. Okay, we put money into this brand. I do believe that when you are selling a product, that you should really put the money, the time, and the effort behind your brand. We are all holiday long, okay, all the way to New Year's. We will be bringing back our special offer, which was $45 for our Bad Bitch palette at Flyucci.com. You guys, we are also selling, we are accepting credit cards now. So for everyone who is asking, we are now accepting credit cards. So thank you so much, beautiful Shelly, for letting me let them know we are all-inclusive brand, okay? So we got the white girls on the back, all-inclusive. So, the brand is really every culture. You'll see Asians, Hispanic. It's just every culture. I just want to celebrate all cultures. Okay, well,
I'm going to introduce you to Murder in the Beef Sector. A sale now for $9.99 on Amazon.com.
And they say we bums around here. We got whole businesses up in here. Let them know.
We also want to sell.
Talk your shit.
Right. Since we're selling products. Wait a minute, hold on. We're selling products. These are the first two books in the series, right? You can get them at Amazon.com, right? That's great content, Heidi. That's real good content, girl.
How much are the books, Uncle Tim?
Yes.
Really?
Now, I know that Soul Sister is in here. She's my moderator. She's also moderator for Uncle Tim. If you could drop his Cash App and also the link for his books, I would appreciate that. Now, since we talking beef sector history, y'all ever remember when I went and bought some lipstick from motherfucking Heidi, and Heidi told me that bad bitches, only bad bitches could wear her motherfucking lipstick and gave me a motherfucking refund?
Yeah.
Okay? So make sure if you gonna buy this shit, make sure you a bad bitch, okay? Because she told me no, you were not.
A bad bitch.
Yes, I remember.
I remember that.
Shelly.
You see how you can't support small business?
Shelly say, what Shelly do? Shelly say,
what bitch is a sweet bitch?
Me and Shelly, we both Pisces. Shelly say, bitch, I ain't even touch it. She had some gloves on. She say, bitch, I didn't even touch it. I didn't even touch it. And I'm putting it right back. You see me putting it back? She put some gloves on, baby. That shit was so funny.
That shit was funny as hell, honestly. To me, when I think about beef sector, that's the type of shit that I remember. And then I can sit here and I can laugh about it because at the end of the day, Heidi didn't come and say no crazy shit about my child. I ain't never said nothing crazy about her son, or her child or anything like that. And I did call her bed wench. I did call her bed wench. But I didn't come for the baby, you know what I'm saying? Because back then I didn't really come for children. But then it reached a point where I said, fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about my kids. I don't give a fuck about their kids. Fuck them kids. Period.
Hey, if somebody drag my kids, I'm like that now. But I don't really drag the babies. Yeah, we both kind of dragged each other on the white mix thing. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Now, Nyca has been extra. Is Nyca, you still with us?
I think Nyca's taking shots. I think she's very nice.
Girl, I'm back here. I'm right here. What's going on, honey?
Okay, I'm just making sure you're okay. You know, listen. You know what's crazy? I've had kind of like I guess you want to say beef with everybody up here on the panel, with the exception of Tim. Me and Brianna, we ain't never really beef. I mean, I shaded her once or twice or something like that, but it was never too deep. Like I've never had like hatred or anything like that, so it hurts her. But me and Treecey, we battled. Me and Nyca battled. My highest viewed videos were basically the people right up here. Nyca, Treecey, and Jay Wilson brought me the biggest coin. So when people say that I'm in it for the coin, if I was in it for the coin, then I would be trying to kick up shit with them. But all my videos and stuff like that, I've been put all that shit like on members only. And I'm like, anybody who wants to view that shit, they can go view it over there because I just feel personally, if you keep that type of stuff up, and I'm not knocking nobody else, get your coin. I'm just saying for me, sometimes people try to fuel the fire. And if you've already if you are in a really bad place and now you're cordial, I just rather not have that stuff up. So I just like move that shit away or whatever. So that's all I wanted to say.
My highest views, I remember me and Jay Wilson we just used to go back and forth. Oh
me
God.
Treecey used to tag team. Treecey used to tag team Jay Wilson.
Good point though, really. But there's nothing else to say. Like after that, it was like there's nothing else to say. It just is comical. It just, you know, it was just funny. It was just fun. And while it lasted, it just got really brutal. And it was just like, you know.
And a lot of people don't notice. I might have said it when I had her on the show. I came at Nyca so hard because honestly, my feelings was hurt. You know what I mean? Like my feelings was hurt. So I just kept on like fucking with her because my feelings was hurt. So I was just in my feelings. So that's all that was. And then Pam, I got some decent little clicks off of Pam too, but mainly Nyca guaranteed 5,000, Treecey 5,000. And when I say 5,000, again, I will educate you guys. 5,000 views on a live stream is not the same as 5,000 on an upload. It's a whole different ball game.
It's totally
whenever you're live, you're gonna get
totally different money.
And
I get more on my uploads now. I get more on my uploads.
Right.
Yeah. Because they get the display ads and you'll get those and then you can't skip through them. So that's what I've noticed.
Yeah. So when me and Nyca were beefing and I was getting 5,000 views, that wasn't no live and you getting some act. No, those were 5,000 people that watched that shit. So I just want y'all to know, like, at the end of the day, you don't have to like every single person up on here, but every single person on here. And I want to personally say this and apologize to y'all because I really didn't bring y'all here to snap the way that I did. But I think when you're in a place and you're trying to explain to people, sometimes we have to learn to have mercy and grace for people. And when they're saying, listen, I'm dealing with some things and right now I just need, and you're trying to just ask for a certain level of respect that you give to others. Right. That's what the issue was. So I want to personally apologize to all of y'all, including James, including Rico. It looks like we got somebody in the back somewhere. I think somebody might have fell off. I also want to apologize to James because that wasn't the goal. I really was trying to talk with James and Rico. James was late getting here because the link that I sent him, he was having issues. Okay. So I was trying to talk with Rico and James because I knew that what they had going on was more recent. And so y'all know I'm cool with James. I've met James in real life. I met Rico in real life. So I care for both of them. I'm not going to get in the middle of whatever they have going on. If Rico's dragging James, I don't say anything. If James is dragging Rico, I don't say anything. I just get in the middle of that. Sometimes if you don't have a beef with the person, it's best to just stay the fuck out of it. That's right?
Natasha used to drag the hell out of me. Remember Natasha? I used to be like, Natasha. Natasha was like, I can't stand that bitch. I was like, Natasha, remember Natasha? Then all of a sudden I was like, Natasha's so nice because you would just drag. I was like, dang, Natasha.
Baby, she used to drag me too. Miss Heidi. She said, let me tell you something, Heidi girl. But it was always classy. And I always laughed. Like, no matter how nasty or shady she was, I never felt like, she wanted to destroy me.
Yeah.
And I got my life. I got my
We
life.
always got to eat before she dragged us with Lord of Dooms. Yeah.
What is
so I wanted to basically say that, and I'll be honest, as much as I tried to kind of like turn it back around to get myself kind of back up in the mood, honestly, it really didn't happen. I do thank each one of y'all, because even though y'all was going at it, baby, that was entertainment. Without that, this motherfucking whole thing would have been a complete flop, because it just started off wrong.
She just cannot communicate with people. I don't know what it is. It always falls out. It's like the redundant shit over and over again. And it's just like,
yeah. And I mean, I honestly was told, do not even as of today, and to be honest, I don't got to name no names. I don't have to air nobody out. Even people this up here right now, because again, I don't go and tell everything that somebody said or did, but even people a part of this didn't want her to be a part of it. But I felt like if I go and support you on your platform and I go hit your link, how fucked up would I be to not allow you to be here too? And for me, I personally will never be able to move past what Jay Dunn did here today. You guys may not understand it. But
no, I get it. It's a matter of respect. You always come into my room respectful, always. Even if somebody's dragging you to the chat, you'll be like, and I'm like, I already know. already know. Shelly does not like that. So I have to handle that.
So I mean, I don't
you just know
if somebody says that they don't want to engage with you, you started throwing little shots. Even when I said don't do it, it was, well, I'm this and there's other people here, when they already, and that's why I was trying to avoid the whole situation. And I went against all the people who trust, all the people that I have some level of trust with. Because let's be clear, if there's one thing that I have learned, and I would thank everybody in the beef sector for, is I have learned that there are truly no motherfucking friends on YouTube. I learned it the hard way, and I've said that, I don't want to be like that. But every time, motherfucking time, I have learned that there are no motherfucking friends in the motherfucking beef sector. I also learned that stay the fuck up off them phones.
Oh yeah.
Was on them again today. But guess what? When you don't give a fuck, it don't matter. I don't care, do it. It's not gonna change nothing.
But Shelly, why are there no friends on YouTube?
There are none.
I mean, I can't say that, because you can make acquaintance and you can make good people and stuff like that.
Hold up, let Uncle Tim, Rico, give Uncle Tim 1 second. He was saying something.
Wait a second, because she got his thank you for
your audio is jacked.
Yeah.
I know I'm trying to see myself. That's all. I just want to see myself because I gotta go. But this was fun. Invite me back again. Bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you for coming, Brianna. I truly appreciate it. Let me say this too. Brianna has exited. If you guys are
Pocahontas.
if y'all from Pettyville, y'all probably already know her Cash App, but if you don't, it's in the description. It's not about me. I'm not here to make no money. Every single person is up here with the exception of Uncle Tim, and I will add his information. And Natasha, if you could hit me up with your Cash App, I will add yours with your channel links. I'll put all that information and pin it under this so you guys can support everybody here on this panel if you're not. And if you love them, you rock with them. If you feel that Uncle Tim was giving Heidi too much, send the doll some money. If you feel that Heidi was giving Tim too much, send Uncle Tim some money, or go buy a book, or go buy a makeup palette. You know what I'm saying? Nyca is...
I was just kidding about the books, girl. I was not trying to sell books. I was making fun of Miss Heidi the way she was selling products.
No, you supposed to. I thought you were serious.
Until you do right by me, the chiefest, until you do right by me,
Oh, Heidi, I would love to see the rest of that outfit.
Until you do right by me.
I would love to see the rest of that outfit, girl. Do you come on the stage with the robe on and girl?
Yes, the nails, child.
All you wear is the hat, the nails, and the G-string, right?
I can't wear that long.
Uncle Tim.
Until you do right by
Rita,
me.
I told you wasn't blocked.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I saw you in my chat before. I probably was just maybe some other stuff was going on and I didn't see you, but you weren't blocked. But there are no friends on YouTube. I have learned it. There are none.
I know, but some people
there are none. There are no friends on YouTube. There are no friends on YouTube.
A famous content creator told me that.
Stay the fuck off your phone.
So right. I was like, damn.
They be moving funny, and they be running motherfucking plays. I have no.
I'm so sick of that word. Can we please get rid of
I'm gonna go like this. No, because that's what I learned in my whole beef sector history. That sums up my whole history in a nutshell. All of everything that I just said. All of that, and I mean it. I mean every ounce of it. I didn't understand it when Jay Wilson said it. I said, nah, passages. He cold. He don't wanna. No. Pastor's correct. There are no friends on YouTube.
If you have, it's very hard. It takes you have to be two strong people. You have to not let anything really get to you, because like me, honestly, me and Nicole, we're like the same pretty much, except for a couple of things. And it's like we're just like we barely beef. I mean, I think we beefed like 2 times, and that was maybe it. Not even beef, but we just kind of disagreed. Other than that, we haven't. Now, some people, it takes a different personality. I'm a strong personality, and she has a pretty strong personality, so it's different.
And can I be honest? I'm starting to question about coworkers, because what we were doing today was supposed to be all coworkers coming together.
And you see, the ones that are still here that withstood it,
right? Well, everybody here, right? But what I'm saying is, we should have been able. It started off wrong.
Yeah.
If my energy would have stayed what it was as I was talking, did y'all see how calm in the beginning? Did y'all see how I was continuously, right?
But you just learned, Shelly. Everybody is not going to be. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody's not going where you're going in 2023, and that's okay.
I'm not waiting until January to get my life right, baby. Like I said, I'm going to church on Sunday. I'm still going. Okay. All right. And I definitely, I don't care what nobody say. I go with all of those things right there. Ain't no friends, co-workers. That's even hard to do sometimes, because even being a content creator and trying to support other people, sometimes you can't even go in chats without getting attacked if that content creators people don't like you. You can't even go.
That's why you have to have communication. The lines of communication are clear. The lines of communication are: you will not attack my panelists. Period. That's how that is. You will not attack Lady Nyca, James Caldwell, and Shelly. That's it. Point blank, and there's no exceptions.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I didn't say that. Hold on. I'm sorry, ma'am. I thought you were just agreeing with me. I didn't mean to pin that up there, because I know what she's saying. She's saying y'all not friends or whatever. But for me personally, Treecey doesn't allow anybody to disrespect me on her platform. I give her that common courtesy, and I do appreciate that. Like, there are a couple people like Kimmy. We have that kind of situation. I don't let nobody come over here and drag Kimmy. When I go to her page, I'm always received with love. Her moderators are sweet. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's hard to even maintain YouTube ships. So I don't want to do anything to ruin YouTube ships that I have with other people. I will say you can have YouTube ships in respect. Brooke is another one. Shout out to Brooke Valentine. Baby, they were trying to get into the colorism the other day, and that's a whole different subject, girl. Anyway, Brooke gives me the same courtesy on her channel.
I believe you can have friends anywhere you go.
Really?
I have known dangerous people in my life. I would not bring those people into my mama's house, but I have been friends. I have had mutual respect for those people. When I see them, I'm happy to see them. I'm not going to stab them in their back. I just like them.
But on YouTube, though,
if you can be on Facebook and have 20,000 friends.
Oh no!
How you define the word friend?
Right, but
I'm not going to put the confirmation that there are no friends on you, because I don't know your life, your personal life. I'm not going to say you can't have a friend. If you're a decent person, if you're a person of integrity, you can make friends no matter where you go.
I've met friends off of Facebook, way years back when they switched over from MySpace to Facebook. And to this day, we still all good friends. Never had a falling out. I'm saying there ain't no friends on YouTube. I think
when people say there are no friends on YouTube, they're telling you then that I am liable to throw you up under the bus at any second. I have no alliance to you.
Well, right? A lot of times,
anything I want to you.
I rarely start stuff, so I always say if I'm going to get into it with somebody, it's because of something that somebody has.
I always respond. I don't go to first,
and I always or sometimes
I take a lot before I ever reach the point where I'm even responding to somebody. Now I did come for Jay Wilson because he kept on coming for Maddie, telling her what to eat and what not to eat. So that's how we ended up getting into it. Because when I'm loyal to somebody, then that's how I am. But there have been other people on here that I've given that same loyalty, and baby, when it turned around, ma'am.
You don't go into it expecting that people will feel the same way about things and a situation as you do.
Ma'am.
They won't. A lot of them won't. You have to be understanding. Okay, this is how it's going to be, and you both mutually agree. Then you won't have any problems.
Right.
But other than that,
hey,
I don't agree with that shit. But carry on.
You know, Shelly. I think there are people that that you like to work with as a subcontractor, and you like, you know what, I like to work with that person. Again, some people may not like Heidi, but I trust Heidi and Josh to go hang out with them. So there are certain people that you like to work with on YouTube and that you would eat lunch with. There are some people you don't ever want to meet in person, but you click with or you work together well with on YouTube. So I think it's a balance, and it's who you like or who you may not like. But again, I always keep that in mind that, we get a 1099 at the end of the year. And that's how I look at it, as a subcontractor role. And, and you do that, you stay out of a whole lot of feelings and all of this stuff. And
people break up too easy for me. You know what I mean? Like, is it that easy to walk away all the time? So I don't know, but
yeah, it's a lot of making up. Yeah, all that. It's like,
I don't know. I'm just gonna stick on in my interpretation, there are no friends. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff. I think a lot of people, and I'm not coming for nobody else's friendship. So if anybody say that they friends, if y'all friends, y'all friends. Mm-hmm. I'm just speaking for myself. Ain't no friends on YouTube. That's what I learned from my whole. If I think about from beginning to all the way to today. Mm-hmm. I'll say ain't no friends on YouTube, and I don't think I'll ever retract that statement about there being friends on YouTube, because it just people show you more and more and more why you can't have friends on YouTube. So.
Well, that's why I have this motto that I'm not making up with anybody that I've fallen out with anymore. You know what? This is why I don't let it go beyond the joking point.
Right.
Because I know that now, the frame that I'm in, I'm not in that makeup type of mode now. I'm like, that's it. So I just keep it light. There's no reason for me to go deep and dark. Like that for no reason,
Well, so this is what I even said today. I said, I don't want to have to go there, because if I get into it with anybody or whatever, it's going to then turn into a beef. And before this thing started, I was on good terms, or at least cordial, with everybody, involved. And then that shifted. And it's like, I kept repeating, like, today, this will happen if people are not, and it just was over and over.
That's what I'm saying. It's sick. It's really sick. At some point, it's like, okay, enough, And people get used to that, and they're like, oh, it's normal. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's like
James Caldwell and Sean Bradley were great friends on YouTube.
Uncle Tim, we don't say that name over here.
Oh yeah, we can't say it.
He wasn't here. He wasn't here to get the message. It's okay. Yeah.
Two people, whatever. Two black people.
But again, I can say that you
I'm just saying they were friends, but because they fell out doesn't mean that they were not friends, right? There's a time for everything. Sometimes things change, correct? But that don't mean that they can't be friends. They can't go on trips together. Those club chat people,
I don't think they'll ever be
friends. Damn world. I wouldn't be going around the world with nobody there. I didn't consider them my friend, right? I mean, it depends on how you define what a friend is. The problem I have is when you tell other people that they are no friends. You don't know what the hell what their life is like. If they are sweet, listen, I have been on this thing for 5 years. Have I ever went off on you, Natasha? Have I ever went off on you, Shelly? Have I ever went off on you, Nyca? Have I ever went off on you, Treecey? No. Have I ever went off on you, Rico? I haven't went off on these people. No. It's a mutual respect. I would say that you were a YouTube friend. Does that mean we have dinner together?
Well, that's different. That's a YouTube ship.
Yeah.
That's a YouTube ship. He doesn't know the lingo.
Remember when I created that?
That's just the worst thing.
YouTube ship.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Uncle Tim, I agree with you with that. Yeah. I would consider me and Treecey to have a YouTube ship.
Mm-hmm. And we do it very well. We love when we collaborate.
But I think to me, friend is you going through something. I'll leave my house and go drive and pick you up, or go take a plane, or you in a situation, I'll help you out. That type of stuff. It to me, it's on a different level of loyalty. So let me say there's no loyalty on YouTube. Maybe that's what I should say. But I don't think in a way of friends, because I think that also too, so much stuff has been done. How could you ever let your guards down to the point where you will have somebody just sitting up in your house hanging out? Because what they gonna do the next day? Come right back. Oh, I was in her. Look here. Look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then people will be your friend when it's beneficial for them.
Well,
if it's beneficial to click together for clicks and views, it's easy to be somebody's friend. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this message, and then I'm gonna shut up and let everybody say their piece on leaving out, because like I said, my mood is just where it is. What I'm saying is it's easy to be somebody's friend when you don't have to sacrifice anything. When you don't ever have to show your loyalty, it is easy to be friends. When you don't ever have to give up a coin, it's easy to be somebody's friend. When people are receiving from you, whether it be clicks, views, money, loyalty, or whatever, it is easy to be friends when it's beneficial. But when it stops being beneficial, can you still be friends? I'll go on mute and I'll let y'all go like this and exit the stage, and make sure y'all check out their cash apps. But I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back.
Yeah, that was facts. You was spitting facts.
Yep.
Shelly, I understand your situation too, because it wasn't really about us. It was about your show. And, again, I understand. I speak with Lady Nyca because we were here. Lady Nyca, I like I said, I never said that anyone couldn't come on or come up. Like I said, I just told Shelly I wasn't going to argue and go back and forth with people, because it is about the history of YouTube, and that's what we really want to talk about. But again, I can't understand your frustration, because all you're just trying to do is give instruction, and that's it. And just tell people, hey, what this is about and what we're going to do today. And so, hopefully nothing will come about because you made your decision. So that's my hope.
Listen, one thing I know about YouTube.
I wouldn't try Shelly.
One thing I know about YouTube, when you know how people play, you already know what to expect. And I'm not worried. I don't care. I'm unmoved. I said what I said when I started this. I was very clear that anybody who wanted to get into some type of exchange or battle with me, or couldn't, respect, I said all of that. And I said, I don't want to do it. Even when I took her back, y'all said, bring her back up here. And I let her back up here because y'all said to bring her back up here. And sometimes people feel that it's always who they think they have a problem with them sitting there. Sometimes people won't speak up and say they don't want to sit with you, or they don't want to talk to you because they really don't like you. And that's that. I don't have to say no more. I don't have to get into that. But if I told you 9:30 and how I was going to do things, because I even told her, I said, when I bring you up, I'm going to take Jay Wilson down, and I'm going to take Nyca down, and then I'm going to bring up Natasha Milan, I'm going to bring up Brianna, and I'm going to bring up you. And that should have been all. But we went into that for 20 motherfucking minutes. 20 minutes to the point where I got so tired of talking, I clicked the button because I had gave the fuck up. I have never disrespected her platform ever. Even when I'm not even doing nothing wrong and she takes offense to something or whatever, I just take, because I'm at her platform. I respect everybody's platform. I do not thank her for being here tonight. I do not appreciate what she did tonight. I don't care. I don't have to ever speak on this ever again. She's banned. She's blocked. I'm done. I will say this, and I'm asking everybody respectfully. Mm-hmm. When I come to anybody's platform, I don't want anybody telling me what Jay Dunn said,
Right.
I don't need any subscribers telling me when you see me in somebody's chat, girl, you know Jay Dunn. I'm telling you right here that I do not care. And for anybody that talks about videos, because I'm just putting it out here, anybody can put up any video that they want to. I do not care. And that's not for the person that I said I'm not going to talk about. I'm speaking to anybody who's upset about today. I do not care. I have no response for anything. I am moving on. I'm going to continue to have conversations with adults who know how to talk and go back and forth, and they allow other people to talk and they can comprehend and they can listen. But you disrespected my platform on Sunday. To be honest, I barely have even had any sleep. Truth be told, who want to speak the motherfucking truth? I've been getting blown up about her ever since Sunday. People begging me to not have her be a part of this. I try to do everything in my power to keep it copacetic, but I've been hearing about nothing but complaints about this girl from Sunday when she would not listen to my rules on Sunday. Okay? So this is not just about today, but today I was dealing with other stuff. I don't have to come on here and I asked everybody. And what I said, Nyca, I don't know if Nyca has my number or not. Me and Treecey never talked on the phone or whatever like that. I was trying to get something situated with Rico and James. James didn't know what I was dealing with. Rico didn't know what I was dealing with. But because I had already had this conversation with her and she has my phone number, I figured that I could call her, put her on speaker, and we could all be up here at one time until somebody came down and I could bring her back up here. But she just didn't want to be patient. She just wanted to start a fight. She came over here looking for.
How she was that night. Yeah,
she got one. She got exactly what she came here for. Everybody told me, Jay Dunn, that you would do this. I swear to God, everybody told me that you would do this. And that's why I kept. Do you think that I wanted to tell you any bits of my personal business today? Why I didn't have it to give, but I did it thinking that you would have a little passion, a little mercy and fucking grace, and you couldn't even do it. So I am done with you. And unlike other people on YouTube, I don't flip-flop. I don't make up to break up. I don't do the back and forth. I'm 47 years old. I'm done. I'm done. I'm moving on to some other things. Whatever other people want to do, whoever else got a beef with me that I don't pay any attention to, I don't have anything for them. I just don't. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go just in order. And well, I'll start with Uncle Tim because I know he like to take his melatonin and go to bed. Okay. So I'll go ahead with him and let him say his final statements. I'll take you down. I'll make sure that I put your information. And Uncle Claude, you know you was here. You seen it. You didn't even barely get to talk. It was so much confusion on Sunday. Anybody go back and check the show and then tell me, am I lying? Go back and check the show.
Oh, no, it was horrible. She just kept talking and attacking Rodney and attacking Rodney. And I was just like, I couldn't watch the whole thing. I was like, she just ruined it. She's been ruining everything.
I was missing so much. And what people don't know is even during that show, I was getting calls on my phone. So I had to pause to answer calls. I'm getting WhatsApp messages about stuff that she's doing. I'm getting calls with all kind of shit, and everything was about her. I got no complaint and let me just publicly say this, just to be clear, I got zero complaints from anybody about Rodney. I got zero complaints. I call him KK. I got zero complaints about KK. Every fucking complaint that I have gotten from Sunday up until today has been about Jay Dunn. Even for people who didn't say like Jay Wilson and Nyca, but trust me, people didn't want her up here. Let's be clear. Now you can riddle and figure out who those people was because you'll never hear it from me. I don't have anything to give. But sometimes people need to be real friends to the people that they call friends and call them to the carpet. And when they out of order, you tell your friend you fucking out of order.
I wanted to be like, you were wrong.
By enabling poor fucking behavior. Because when I cut the fuck up, y'all surely call me out on that shit. So if you want to call yourself a friend to somebody, be honest with your friend and tell your friend that she's fucking out of order.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Uncle Tim. Would you have any final statements you would like to say on your way out the building? And then I will be taking you down. And then April may want to come up here and say her final words, because look at that. Even April, you see how without hesitation, April dropped down and let other people come up here and have their time. Everybody moved around with no nothing. She want to get into who's an OG and who ain't a fucking OG. The fuck?
I just can't. That's why I gave her one chance. After when I first came on YouTube, she started attacking me because I was covering commentary simply on her mother's death. That was it. When I first came on YouTube, she hopped in the chat. She went crazy. She went to her live. She went crazy. I was like, what is wrong with her? Ever since then, I was like, no. So then I gave her a chance when I was over there with Clyde Diva. Then that was it. She backstabbed me and was like, Treecey was doing this, and I screenshotted and put it all all that is craziness. I was like, I can't. That's why I was like, that's why after that I was like, I can't. Because already I know she's really crazy and erratic and I can't deal with it. So I was like,
And guess what?
For me.
I'm still going to drive and vape. I'm still going to drive and eat edibles. And I don't care about the police rolling up on me because I'm not impressed by the police. I'm not going to change nothing. Nothing moves. Nothing changed. I'm unfazed. Matter of fact, I may do a live tomorrow. Actually, I'm logging off for a couple days. But when I come back, I'm gonna be doing the same shit. Ain't nothing motherfucking changing. Ain't nobody moving a motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody about to punk me in real life or on motherfucking YouTube, and not in my motherfucking home. You will not do it. Now, one question I want to ask you, Uncle Tim, before you leave: is weed and meth the same thing? Because Misunderstood's boyfriend.
No,
I was with him last night up until the point where he said that weed and meth is the same drug. Is that correct?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry. Did he say that?
You asking the right person. You asking the right person. Ask the meth head.
I didn't even get it.
You see why I come for her? She can't help herself. Anyway, of course not. That's ridiculous. Weed.
Well, Uncle Tim, you know you're a nice looking man now, Uncle Tim. So she might be flirting with you, Uncle Tim.
You need to come to San Antonio, child, so we can hang out.
Like I said, you see what happens to me when I deal with whore. I'm just saying.
I would
listen. A couple of my subscribers, and they're straight women. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not saying this because he here. A couple of my subscribers, they all say that Uncle Tim is handsome and nice looking. I ain't gonna lie, and they said they was over on your Facebook page and saw a younger picture of you when you had the afro.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Uncle
Timothy Blaine, he gets the sympathy vote. He gets the sympathy.
Oh, hell yeah. Really? People say he was cute.
People really no, I didn't think she was gonna say that. I knew it was a catch. I knew it.
Don't cry for me, Argentina, girl. I don't need the sympathy, baby. Anyway, in closing, I will say this. I just clicked on my computer, Shelly, and I saw that you said that you thought maybe I had a problem with you or I didn't like you or something. That's not true. So I just came to show my respect.
Oh, thank you. I'm really honored, and I hate that your first time on my platform it had to be like this. You know, maybe I don't even know. Y'all may never even want to come back over here, but maybe in a couple of months, maybe we can redo this again. We can eliminate the issue, and we can come back and do what we did and give these people some beef sector history. And then what I can do is go through my archives. But I won't pull out no archives on the people I don't have no beef with. But I do got a picture of Larry Nelson with a knife in his hand, threatening Bonnie Vaughn. Larry, is it okay for me to post it on the next edition?
Larry will probably be here too. He'll show up.
I will invite Larry. I will also reach out to Nicole.
Yeah, that would be lit. That would be lit if Larry could come.
Yeah, we will do a part 2. And this is Wednesdays. It's Weed and Wine Wednesday. So, you know, I got to do my shameless plug all at the same time. And this is actually supposed to be the first season of the first episode of season 2. So it is what it is. But yeah, Uncle Tim, I really appreciate you for coming up here. And
okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, Uncle Tim.
Have a nice Thursday tomorrow.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Thank you, Uncle Tim.
All right, Rico. Good to see you, man. Later, people.
Okay. See, isn't he sweet, Jay Wilson?
Right. But Heidi, you're not gonna say that the picture of him when he was younger, he didn't look good. I'm telling you what them ladies said. I'm not lying. They did. When he was younger, Heidi, he wasn't fine.
He get the sympathy vote.
I ain't fooling with you. Okay, the lovely Natasha Milan. I appreciate you for coming up. I appreciate you. Sunday, you're not on my block list, but for whatever reason, I can't see you. You can't see me. You probably blocked me once upon a day. But you know, I stand with you, girl. Okay, I'm leaving the ABCs alone. Okay, but I still stand with my sisters. Okay,
yes.
You know? So, but make sure that you message me on Instagram with your Cash App, because I want to make sure that I can put it in the description along with the links to your channel. So if anybody wants to check you out, they can go ahead and subscribe to your channel. So anything you want to say in parting words before I take you down?
I enjoyed it. I did. And I really don't have a problem with everybody up here.
Right. The thing I do like about you and Rico is more of like a joking, playful. Like y'all might really don't all be into each other, but I think it's more like funny when y'all do like the stuff y'all was doing on Sunday. To me, that's beef sector too, like shade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah, Rico's a drag queen.
You as where's my tea?
Please. And yeah.
And your bag.
The person I despise, I can't mention the name, but
oh God, Natasha, don't.
I won't go there, honey.
Natasha used to be like,
and Heidi, the people say they want the doll to cam up, honey. They say they want to see the doll.
The doll.
I done put my thong on and my bra. I can't cam up.
Lord. Now, Heidi, wait a minute. Now you didn't turn Jay Wilson on now, Heidi.
Jay Wilson is like, no, Jay Wilson was like, well, don't put the camera on.
Listen, this gonna be Uncle Tim tomorrow. This gonna be Uncle Tim tomorrow. He gonna play it. Let me give y'all a little taste. Listen to what the whore said. She up there telling Jay Wilson she got her thong on and bra. Watch it tomorrow.
You know he is, girl. You know.
And by the way, too, anybody that's here, because I know I said about the not screen recording, but anybody that's here on the panel, I actually forgot to hit that little button. You know that little button that they have now with StreamYard, where anybody that you have on your panel, they automatically get a copy of the StreamYard video. Do y'all know about that?
No, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I meant to click it, but I was like hurrying up and trying to get it up so people would know about it. And like I said, it's been nonstop. The last couple of days, it's been one thing after the next. So, but for anybody that's up here, whether it's Natasha, Rico, Uncle Tim, Jay Wilson, anybody participated up here on the panel tonight, is more than welcome to use the commentary. To be honest, I don't even have an issue with Jay Dunn using the commentary. I don't care if she wants to play it. And
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Do any of that other stuff, because at the end of the day, if I can't help you, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to destroy your life. I'm not here to tap into your personal business. I'm not here to flag your channel or come against you in that way. I just don't have any use for you. I just cannot. I don't have it to give. So I'm moving on, period. No matter what you do and how you want to respond. But you did participate here tonight. So you're more than welcome to use any footage here that you want to use for yourself or whatever the case may be. I'm sure you will. You'll add some receipts to it and all that other shit that you do. I don't give a damn. I don't want nobody running up on me telling me nothing she doing, because I don't give a fuck. I don't. Okay. Thank you, Natasha, so much. I'm gonna go ahead and take your time.
Thank you, Natasha.
See you later, Miss Natasha, girl.
And I'm gonna let Nyca go next, because Nyca ain't really been saying that, and she's been plugging it out. She ain't left us. I feel bad, because I feel like when I spoke to Nyca, right, I had even asked her, is there anybody that you will not sit on the panel with? And I know that Nyca has had issues in the past, or at least at some point with, different people up here. But Nyca said, Shelly, I will respect your panel. I will respect your rules. So what I did was I instilled rules so that things could go accordingly. And then that's what happened. We don't have to repeat it again. But I know that you're probably tired. But I do feel, and especially because like Nyca was really like my first mentor on YouTube. The first person, her in the ghetto view, to kind of like shout me out. I say that all the time. I always want to give her credit. Even when we was beefing, I always gave it to her. So I feel really like out of everything, I'm more disappointed that this shit went like this with Nyca being on here, because this is the person that like, there would be no beef sector with S. Hutchinson if it wasn't for like Nyca. So for me personally, I feel the worst about that she was here for this, because that's like my mentor. So Yeah.
Girl, don't feel bad about this. Like I said, Shelly, shit sometimes happens, okay? We can all revisit this in a couple of months, and we can, you now know this is the rough draft for what you know, what you're trying to do. I don't feel bad. For the time that I've been on here, which is from the beginning, I have enjoyed the reads. I'm not worried about that individual. I don't have a problem with her. My only thing was I did not want to argue tonight, and I wasn't going to argue. I just wanted to come up here, have a good time, do a little reminiscing, throw a little shade. I can take shade. I'm not thin-skinned like that. And just have a good time with my people. That was all I wanted for tonight. And even though it didn't quite go the way you wanted to, Shelly, do not be discouraged. This is nothing but a rough draft. You take this and you build from it. But overall, I had a good time because at any time I was upset or didn't like what was happening, you know, I would have left. But I didn't leave because I wanted to be here. I'm here by choice and not by force. So I was willing to come on here and deal with anybody. This is just a rough draft. Don't be all up in your feelings. I think that the next time we come together, it's going to go exactly the way you wanted this to go. I had a good time sitting on the panel with everybody. Ain't no ill will. You know, I love my Treecey cake down there. And it is what it is. And I will come back again.
I didn't even get a chance to check out Treecey today. I got a call today and said, listen, Treecey got them girls sitting up. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell who said it.
They were requested. They were on demand. I said, okay.
They said Treecey done bossed up on them again. I said, Treecey, no, she can't keep coming up on here bossing up on them like she did, you know, when she got out of prison, because baby, they was hating after that. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, everybody was falling out with after the prison trip.
Sexy back, honey.
I got that notification and went over there, and I said, Treecey cake.
It feels good to do. It feels good to come back. Like I said, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start because I had promised. I said I'm gonna start doing this because you really get relaxed, and I don't want to continue to be like that because it doesn't make any sense. My people want to see me too, so I'm like, okay, I need to.
Even though I don't like her, but yes, you do need to come back on family.
Oh,
and I really think
I can't believe me and Rico are talking. Oh
and
my
I don't like
it's
you.
amazing.
And I don't like you, Tree
I
Lord,
know.
and that's what I said.
And guess what?
I remember when Rico used to be your baby, and Rico
was my baby. You cannot
tell
tell me nothing about Rico, baby. I was windmill.
And nobody couldn't say nothing about Treecey. Rico would go crazy.
Yes, he
and
will.
I
do y'all remember when Rico was in Atlanta or somewhere, and I was concerned? Baby, Treecey came live, cussed me the fuck out, told me what I better not. I'm way out here down here threatening me about some damn Rico. So for me personally, the fact that Treecey and Rico could sit up here on this platform and be cordial and be adults, there's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about with him and James. They got history. They got shit going on.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a problem with them woo banging it out. And unfortunately, James missed a lot of what was going on as far as me like Stelly talking. And so James, I don't think James had a clue. He walked into some shit that he didn't know he walked the fuck into.
Yeah, he thought it was just
by her coming with that rah 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 rah, and then bam. You get what I'm saying? I never even had a chance to to finish up the conversation with Rico and James before we went live because I would have loved for them to be able to talk back and forth, even if
and
they
maybe
will,
Shelly. Maybe you will. This is your rough draft, so maybe we will.
That was my ultimate goal. That's
maybe before the new year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe before the new year, that'd be good to, you know.
Right. But she had to. She'll say that she didn't do it and all that and blah 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 blah. But that's where the energy changed. I said it over and over. I mean, didn't I get up and slam shit around and do all of that shit and all that shit before we even got going? Right.
You see, so when I came in, there was a lot of tension. So something had already popped off, I guess. Right? I'm guessing. I don't know.
They were already at it.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was
she
like,
was trying to, you know, she was saying what she didn't want, and you know how J Dunn is, and that was irritating Shelly because she already was in a funk. It had been a rough day. She made that perfectly clear to us, and it just
I explained that to you and Jay Wilson, did I not?
Yep.
Because you guys, listen, this was the thing. I was trying to have a conversation with them, and Rico, you were up here too, right? So Rico was here, and so
I was here.
I didn't expect her to come up here because I had already told her that shit was going on, and she don't even know half the fucking.
I don't have a problem with J Don though, so I just want to.
I know you don't have an issue with her, but what I'm saying is, I had explained to you all what was going on. I didn't get into what was going on, but I said today is not a good day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my husband didn't even want me coming on here. He basically wanted me to just do this another time. I don't have, all of that. So I'm just saying that there were many conversations. I'm not putting you in the middle of it. I'm not saying that you saying she did something wrong or nothing like that, but I'm saying that I was explaining all that to them and trying to get some understanding on what's going on here, this, and that. And even truth be told, I asked Nyca, was she going to get on camera? And Nyca said, no. I said, you know what, Nyca? Thank God you said that. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep my camera off, even though I told everybody to cam up.
Exactly. I was like, why was everybody in an avatar? I was like, wait a minute.
That's the part that you
That's
missed.
because I ain't got no haircut, and I'm just being.
And that's the part that you missed. And I told Nyca,
everybody know how
Nyca explained why she wasn't cammed up or whatever. And I said, you know what? By you saying that, I'm going to cut my camera off. I had no intentions on coming on camera tonight at all. Once she told me that, no, I was going to be on camera. But once she said she wasn't, I said, well, you know what? That makes me feel better about it. I said, because right now, let me be honest with you. What's going on here? I'm not in a good place. Mm-hmm. And I'm just asking everybody to just have a little order because, and I think that even I was trying to get that, with Rico and James, I didn't have a problem with anybody fussing if they wanted to fuss. Now, also, Jay Dunn said to me on the phone, well, she said something about, well, when I come up, can I say some stuff? She said on the phone, right? And I said, but Jay Dunn, nobody wants to argue with you, whatever. She goes, but you said if don't nobody have issues with me, but I may have issues with some people because it's some people that's there that I have problems with. So that's why I'm telling you, she came here looking for problems. We already had that conversation before she got here, even though I told her that nobody wanted to get in. So that's when y'all said y'all didn't mind her being up here.
Yeah.
What I don't know is she had already reached out to me on the phone and she said, I will sit in the chat and I will feel the temperature. And I said, well, read the vibe. I said, if things go left and they start woo banging and you come up and you want to woo bang, then woo bang. But if they tell me that they don't want to beef and argue with you, then just respect that. So once y'all said y'all didn't want to argue with her, y'all didn't want to fuss with her. So I already know with her, she'll do a little slick shade. So instead of her doing that, or next she'll start doxing you on the live or whatever. So I said, well, let me just don't bring her up here at that time. And that can avoid, I did everything that I possibly could. And then what did she do? She hit the link and she came up here anyway, hours and hours, and held us up with all of this crazy shit. And that's just the truth of the matter. It's
always like that. That's why I don't watch people's panels. When she hit the panel, I'm like, I can't. I just changed the channel. It's just too much. It's always the same bullshit.
But numbers don't lie, Shelly. This was a successful live.
Yes, exactly.
Well, probably because
really enjoying myself.
Guess what happened?
It was great from the beginning to the end. I like that you brought the live action from behind this, from backstage.
Oh, backstage?
That was lit.
That was lit. And I just hit the button. I said out because look, on Sunday, Enrico, you know this Sunday when it was something y'all don't know. Sunday was crazy. I didn't even hit the live button on Sunday because I didn't want to go live to try to generate clicks and views off of drama. So I wanted to make sure that everything had been solved and situated. I started the show 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
That's another thing that maybe she don't know. It was already shit going on. So if I'm keep saying don't do this, don't do that, and you keep on doing it, it's like we're all
she's not a child. Yeah. And people, I think people allow her to do the shit and it's not cute. And so that's the problem. It's just not.
So I just put down my foot that there's certain things that I'm not going to tolerate. And that's my choice. I don't have.
Well, if you didn't talk about it, you would have left room for someone else on this platform. You never know that would have talked about it. So it's good that you did go ahead and bring it to the forefront.
Yeah. So and maybe some of the stuff I didn't put it in order of how it happened, and that's because I wasn't in a good headspace. And for the people who don't like me,
it happens.
For the people who don't like me. What they got is this is exactly what they wanted. They wanted manic, psychotic, S. Hutchinson. This is who they've been wanting to see for so long, and they got it when I said I don't want to do this. I don't. It's like begging somebody, I don't want to fight with you. Please, I don't want. Please leave me alone. Please stop.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I was doing. I was basically begging, please don't do it, over and over again. So,
but even through all of that, Shelly, you had a successful live tonight.
Yeah,
we all came. We talked as much as we could, and like I said, this is what you go back and look at. And so the next time you decide to do this, you know exactly, it'll be more organized. This is not a failure.
Well, you know what happened, Nyca?
You had over 900 people in the chat. So sister said,
what happened is,
I saw that.
It was very organic.
When I had got a lot of the negative feedback about Sunday's show, it was all because of her. So I kept saying, what can I also do to eliminate any reason for her to cause a problem? So I kept on implementing things, and she just wouldn't. And that's what people don't know. Like, this is legit.
I believe you.
Because Shelly, you got
exactly what she wants to do. She wants to disrupt.
You got a lady over there that has been convicted of all kind of white collar crimes, interviewing pop stars, and they didn't even do half of what you did. So baby, you did that. Okay.
I don't even know who that is.
I do.
I don't. Because when I don't watch anybody who
I
knows
digress.
Me, for real, tell the truth. Do I watch it? If I don't like you, I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to see your face.
I used to be like, Shelly, have you seen this? This and this is going on. She's like, I don't know those people. I'm like, oh Lord.
You know why? Because if I see it, I'm gonna react to it.
Yeah.
So I don't even if I don't give a fuck about your opinion, what the fuck do I need to hear what you talking about? You watching me, you clocking every movement I make. So continue to watch. While you watching, shout out to the green sector. This is Vivian Jenner. So I want to shout out my green sector people up in the building, and I appreciate all that they do and all of that. So I just want to say that because I saw Viv in the chat, so I wanted to shout her out, show my hoodie and all that other kind of stuff. So
and I love that name, the green sector. That's
the green sector. It's all about get the money. So now
and the edibles. It's like green. Go green.
Don't trigger me. Do you know I didn't even get a chance.
Well, I used to shake. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about shaking your pills. Remember, I used to get mad at you. She used to be all shaking her pills. I'm like, what is wrong with that lady?
Yes.
Look, listen. When I was trying to get order, I didn't even get a chance to pour my wine. I didn't even get a chance to have an edible. I didn't get a chance to do none of that.
I used to scream. I used to be scream because me and Shelly was at each other, and I used to screenshot her ass shaking the pills. I used to have screenshots of that shit. I swear to God. Oh my God.
That was epic. Wasn't it epic? And now I'll hear it in the background. I'm like, Shelly, are you shaking pills?
And you remember that back machine? She used to put that, come out here with that little machine.
Treecey was the first one to say, Treecey was the first one to say, and what you wearing them glasses for? What you hiding underneath them eyes? And I'm like, girl, I always wear glasses. What are you talking about? I'm like, what's this girl problem? So we've came a long way. And that's why I said, like, I refuse to allow anybody else to make me beef with Treecey. Until Treecey has an issue with me, then we don't have no issue. I'm not letting anybody else dictate my relationship with anybody else. So all the different stuff that people have been doing recently, to the point this just made me, back up a little bit. I'm not going to let anybody make me have an issue with somebody where there's no issue.
Yeah.
That's just that. Okay. So shout out to the pieces. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Nyca, anything you want to say out there to the den and the den mates? Because I see they up in the building too.
I ain't even paid attention to the chat. Child, I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't read not one of y'all comments. God bless you though for being here. I appreciate y'all coming through and supporting this. We gonna redo this.
Yes.
This is gonna be a do-over. This was just a rough draft. And like I said, numbers don't lie. Shelly, don't be over there stressing about this tonight. I don't want to have to. Don't make me have to make a phone call.
Yeah.
And every time
let me say this.
Change. I like.
Let me say this, and I'll say it again. Let me say this, and I'll say it again. If anybody can make a phone call, it will be Nyca. He is the only person my husband, Nyca is the only person that my husband has ever been like, I like her. You know what I mean? So that's why I always tell people, Nyca has that thing about herself. Even when we was beefing, I always say
is Jay Wilson on top of me?
Lady Nyca is like the
Jay
glue.
Wilson, are you on top of me?
Oh, he's on top of you. Yes.
So she better not be over there stressing about this because I said what I said. This is just a rough draft. You did a wonderful job. I'm very proud of what you were able to accomplish tonight. So don't be over there stressing about this because if I don't see you in 1 to 2 business days, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call you. I ain't coming on YouTube. No, I'm going to call your phone, girl.
But you got my number. You can call me. You can call me. And crazy third eye wants to know where is View. They want to challenge View to a coloring fight.
She left earlier. Remember, she was like, "I'm gonna get down" because she really didn't want to stay. Because I think it was nothing more. Because I don't think she really went around with a lot of people. She was beef sector, but you know how she was kind of like in her own little area,
right? Yeah.
But did you see Lioness, Lady Nyca? I was like, Lioness, my baby.
Girl, I told you, Treecey, I went back here with this wine. I didn't see these people.
Well, she dropped the night earlier, and I was like,
my laptop going dead, y'all. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, so I was happy to see her because I hadn't talked to her it had been a while, and so
yeah, I haven't talked to her in a little minute. She hit me up not too long ago, but I'm glad she was here. And I'm sorry, y'all. I really didn't focus on the chat. I was focusing on the panel and what was going on.
Yeah, I hear you.
And really quickly, you all, since Heidi is here, Heidi, we got to get this away. I'm waiting for you. So maybe next week, but this is Heidi Fly's eye palette. So again, Heidi, get in contact with me and let's give this thing away next week, hopefully.
All right.
Well, you can send it to me, Jay. I can drive over there and get it from you. You know, if you need me to ride.
Well, you know now, if Heidi's good with that, I'm good with it. You know,
I'll ride on over there and pick that up for you
Because you said you was coming to San Antonio. You said you was in Dallas one day. You're going to have to drive down here.
Well, at least this time when I ride through, I'll be coming through on a friendly thing.
Okay, then. Okay, you coming down to whip my R's, as Treecey said, down to the San Antonio, down to the Alamo.
I'm like, I did tell you I want to ride through, but I'll be glad to come and pick that pallet up, though. All you got to do is just let me know. I'll come on ride on over there.
That's a nice little pallet.
And pick that up from you because that's Heidi, I like that pallet.
Heidi is going high tech. I'm so proud of you, Heidi. You go, mama.
Thank you, Treecey.
Yes. And let me tell y'all too. Vivian did a video with Heidi's lippy, and it really looks good on that complexion with the color that she had got. I think she should send her like a purple, and it looks really, really nice. So if y'all haven't checked it out, check out that video by Vivian.
Heidi hooked Vivian up. Heidi said, "I want you to give this to Vivian," and I'm telling you, Heidi hooked Vivian up. So,
but,
you know,
and y'all know I'm doing the reality show, so I am going to be making my rounds soon.
What reality
to all
show?
Of your panels. Hopefully, you guys will let me up.
Yeah, of course.
Whenever I get ready to drop the trailer, the first trailer, it's only going to be about a minute and like 30 seconds to trailer because it's a lot of work, you guys, and it's like it's in house. I just hired a small crew. As of last week, but it depends on what I'm filming. If I, grab a crew or not. But so yeah, I am going to be coming around and promoting on everybody's channel.
Okay.
And just letting y'all know. And I don't know if I need to email y'all something, and maybe y'all could like do a premiere when I come over. I don't know. But I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Well, send it to me, Heidi, or hit my panel with it, and I can screen share, and I'll definitely promote.
And you guys, it's about the beef sector. So I got a lot of my reads. And my reads is old reads. So some of my reads might be like, it's specific. I pick particular ones. But y'all will be excited about hearing like the reads and shit. Like it's gonna bring you back to like remembrance, kind of.
That's gonna be awesome. Okay, babes. Yeah, just let me know. My email address is still the same, so you can.
Okay, I got your email.
And also, too, remember, if you guys want to, and I guess April then went the fuck the bid somewhere. April, you still around? Because I've been told her to come back up here, but I think April said she ain't coming to goddamn place.
And we're going to be casting soon. And also, this is also an exclusive real quick. We're going to be doing the show on OnlyFans. So the show is going to be on OnlyFans, but I will be dropping clips onto YouTube.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to be having the show. So if we want it to be risque, if there's any fighting, if there's any whatever that it may be, we don't have to worry because it's on OnlyFans. And so yeah.
And so we would just sign up for your OnlyFans.
You would just sign up for the OnlyFans. It's $3, I think.
Oh,
so you would sign up for the OnlyFans, and that's where the show is going to be aired. But I will drop clips, you know, every episode or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So,
and somebody in the chat, Heidi, wants to know if you have travel kits for your the travel size for your lip kits.
I don't. I'm from Texas. I went big. I noticed, you know, I wanted to compete with the big brands that give y'all less for more. So I was like, let me give you high quality more for, you know, for less. And so
they can always get the little travel size containers, and they can kind of like, you know, if they're going away for the weekend or something, and you know, kind of like do it that way. That would be
okay.
Discarded. They want to do that.
Well, I reached out to April. I couldn't get her, so maybe she blocked me on the line. So I wanted to see if she wanted to come up and say any final closing words or anything like that. But make sure you guys check her out. Her information links will be down below in her Cash App as well. So Nyca, any final words you want to say?
Girl, this was fun. I'm proud of you. Good job. And I will see y'all in these YouTube streets. Hey, Miss Vivian.
Lady.
And I'm just gonna put it out here right now.
Lady Nyca.
Yeah.
I want to put this out here early. I want to redo this in March 2023. I know that's some time from now, but I feel like I want to spend some time on it.
Do another one before then.
You want to do another one before then?
I was thinking, before the new year, because
the new
year.
Countdown.
I'll put a poll up. What I'll do is I'll put up a poll, right? And I'll put some different times. And I guess I was saying March because I'm a Pisces, so I was just trying to rep for the team Pisces in the building.
Where Aquarius.
But Lady Nyca, how do you feel being that everybody pretty much agree that you are the lady, you are the godmother of the sector, you know, regardless of whatever drags or whatever people done been through, how do you feel about having that crown?
No.
You know, is it something that it don't matter, or you don't take it that serious, or, you know, do you care? Like, how do you feel about that?
I can't say I don't care because I spent a great deal of time with y'all. All of y'all in my own way. I'm here. And to be honest, I'm kind of floored when people say that. I just never thought that way about myself. I just try to project out what I want back. That's it. So if anything, it's very humbling, but it's an honor.
Oh,
and I will say that somebody in the chat earlier had asked this question, and I'm not even going to get into it now because everybody halfway is already gone. But the question they asked, and I don't even want y'all to answer, but what I am going to probably do is maybe even before then, I'll have everybody like submit like a little clip and then I'll play it. But they wanted to know like what was the first video you did and what led you to actually getting to the beef sector. So I think that'll be something good for us to start the next show off with, and that'll give everybody kind of a good introduction at like when we came in, where we came from.
Okay.
And also bring tackling you know, hot topics and current events, seeing what the OGs think. I think that would be great too, where we can really like make a change. Or if someone out there really needs help and you bring it to the OG panel and we all come together and we talk about that and maybe we can help. I think you should, you know, eventually turn it into something even greater, you know?
Right. I believe that too. And also too, one of the things that I had wanted to even do today is to call in, where people could call in if they wanted to call in. There's so many things that I wanted to do, and it's really, really unfortunate because those who really know me. This is something that I really wanted, and it wasn't about my channel. If it was for my channel, I would have put it on subscribers only, 5 minutes, and I would have forced people to subscribe to run up my numbers. But it wasn't about that. You see what I'm saying? for me, I wanted to do this for the sector.
Shelly gives away more than she even takes in. It's really, I mean, all her tips, I really appreciated them. Everybody, you know, you've always volunteered to give me information on how to, you know, how to upgrade my platform, how to finagle in the system. You know, you've always done that. So I really appreciate that, because you have done that. And I really appreciate it, because a lot of people won't. They're trying to make money off of it, but you don't do that. So I respect it.
I mean, but I've really got that from, and again, I'll credit right back to Nyca. Nyca in the Ghetto View, they used to shout me out. So that's where I learned the concept of shouting people out, sharing out videos. That's something that I got from them. That wasn't a thing that was introduced to me. Now, over the years, it makes it hard because people will try to use you for a share. People will do all kind of stuff, so you never know like what's real or not. So over time, I've kind of cut back on shouting people out and stuff like that. You never really know if a person's being genuine or, you know what I'm saying? But I look at it like fair exchange is no robbery. So if I'm pouring into your platform, you pouring into mine. That's why anytime if I go to Treecey's channel and she say hit the link, I will hit the link. And I felt that same way about the girl earlier. Like, there's never been a time where I said hit the link or I'm gonna come up or whatever. I try to add something because I don't want to be a freaking liability.
I don't like when people they try to creep and they try to pretend like they like you and befriend you just for a motherfucking subscribe or like, share, or to share your audience. And it's like you really don't even have to do all that. You know, you really don't have to do all that. And you have been a great example of that. And you can always tell somebody who wants something from you. And it's such a turnoff. And they don't understand that, like, that's why we vet people. That's why we vets. That's why we see you a mile away. We just be seeing how far you finna go with it. I hang people all the time. I just be looking at their ass like, really?
Look, y'all know I do everything in numbers because I'm crazy like that. That's why I put the subscriber thing on 3 weeks, because I'm like, I can't do 10 weeks. I ain't gonna do 10 days. I ain't about to do 10 minutes. I'll sit all day. Vivian will tell you, going past numbers in my head. So because I'm on numbers, we probably end up doing it. And maybe that's why I said 3 months. Maybe we'll do it in 3 weeks. Maybe we'll do it in 13 weeks. Maybe we'll do it in 1 month. I will talk to you all and see, you know, when you all comfortable doing it again. I'll put some polls out. Mo said don't wait. And one thing about Mo is forever and always the voice of reason. Okay. If I need somebody to really just lay it out, she ain't going sugarcoat it. It is what it is. You might don't like what the hell she gonna tell you, but she gonna tell it to you. She said don't put it off, and I trust what she's saying. So maybe we'll do something like maybe Christmas is coming. I don't know. Shit, we might do a little nasty piece of Christmas edition for them. I don't know, because I feel like I was robbed of my time to really.
I know. Just let me know, Shells. I gotta get going, but just let me know, babes. I appreciate it.
Let me know, Shelly. And I had a good time, everybody.
Yes, love y'all too. See y'all later.
Love you.
Bye,
Love y'all.
Everybody. Thanks, babes.
Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
again, Shelly. Don't stress.
You know what, Nyca, this is one thing that I do appreciate is having a relationship with a higher power, because it is easy to have faith in God when all things are going well. But when things is looking upside down, and when you can still give him, because I was in here before I even came on here, I was in there listening to my gospel. I was in there because I know where my strength comes in. I don't put trust in people. I have to put trust in God. So at the end of the day, when I click up off of here, you thinking I'm going to be scourging through YouTube to see what the hell people saying? Hell no. I'm going to add my commercials. I'm joking. My commercials was already put in here before I went live, because Treecey will tell you I don't run a motherfucking thing without no ads up in it, okay?
Okay.
Unless it's Patreon or members only. But other than that, I'm not going to go live unless it's an ad to play first, because I'm going to get my coin. Okay?
Oh, that's right. Well, I had a wonderful time. Keep me up the breast when you want to do this again, and I'll come back again.
I really, truly appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good night.
You too. I don't know who wants to go next.
You know what, Shelly, if I could.
I'm gonna go ahead first, because my battery is going down.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And then my internet connection is just like, I don't know if it's like off or not, but I'm hearing a delay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go first. Okay. I want to say thank you, Espen, for allowing me to come on the panel. Some people may not call me an OG or whatever, but
no,
I think
I've
been
OG.
in this. long enough. I think I've been in this sector long enough to know how things is done and plays that be read, and people don't like me for whatever reason. That's their own personal reason, but I always get my own life story or whatever. But my thing is,
know what the people kind of are interested in.
I like you.
Would you be open to having a conversation with James where it's not like y'all just attacking each other?
Honestly, at this very moment, no. And that's just my honest conclusion at it. It's nothing that can be resolved. And I'm trying to be the bigger person, but nothing is going to be resolved until whatever. But thank you for allowing me on this platform to address what it is, how I feel, and things like that. And considering me to be an OG, because I look up to everybody that was on this panel. I must address that. I look up to Heidi, Jay Wilson, bottom motherfucking bitch ass. That's how I came into this motherfucking sector, by coming into his motherfucking chat, knowing that him and Wally was getting into it, and he called me Deanna Barber, Miss Barber at first. And he had another before Miss Vivian, it was Sabrina. I don't know about Sabrina. I was there before Sabrina was the motherfucking moderator and all that shit, and Jay Wilson. And I told him that he was in Palmer Park in Detroit and all that shit, and calling me Miss Barber before I was a content creator. This was in 2018. So I already knew motherfucking Jay Wilson T before the public or whatever. But what I'm saying is, even though if I don't have to get along with these people up on here, I can still be cordial and just be me, because I'm just that motherfucker. But I'm not about to sit up here and be fake and phony with a motherfucker that I truly do not like and cannot stand. I can have a conversation, yeah, but at the end of the day, no, it's just no holds barred at this point. But I'm not about to be spending more time. But thank you for S. Hutchinson for allowing me. I appreciate everybody, because I look up to everybody, like I just said.
Thank you, Rico.
Jay Wilson, motherfucking Highly Fly, motherfucking Lady Nyca, even though me and Lady Nyca not at the best point friends, nothing like that, but I respect her. Brianna, everybody, and J Don, everybody. I didn't have a problem with nobody on the panel, like I told you what was said behind the scenes, and that's just that. And I thank you and just appreciate everybody up in here, and I love everybody. Shout out to the motherfucking bartenders that we are.
Drop some beer and green emojis in the chat.
All right. So peace, y'all. All right. Thank you.
Look, when I ended up losing my mind.
God bless you, Rico. You and your mom.
Love you, Rico. What happened was, when I lost my mind in here, I snatched all the fucking cords out. I done lost my fucking cord to the laptop, so I couldn't find it. I don't know where my charger is to my phone. I don't know where the fuck that is. So I called Vivian, and I was like, Vivian, see if you can come and get up on the StreamYard, because I added her as a co-host. StreamYard has a feature where now you can make somebody else a co-host, and they can add people up on the stream. They can take people down. They can end your live. They can do all that. But if you're going to do that, it has to be with somebody that you at least trust, because if you make them, yeah, because you can, if they're like an administrator, they can actually like delete your videos, or they can go live from your channel or whatever. But if you make them a co-host, sometimes if me and Vivian would have been doing something today while I was talking, she could have been pinning up comments on the screen and stuff like that. So and you can remove them. Like, you can remove them after the show. They don't have to stay there forever. So I put it here because I told you guys I was trying to make every preparation. I was trying to prepare myself for any worst thing. I just wanted to eliminate any issues. So we had already worked that out. So it just, things didn't happen the way I thought, but it is what it is. I'm done talking about it. I don't.
Well, Shelly, let me say this, because I'm getting ready to leave in a few minutes. First of all, I think you did a really good job, and what was supposed to happen happened. And I think that, you know, you don't do stuff for the numbers, but your numbers were good. And I think that you are an asset to this sector, even though we have not always seen eye to eye. You really have a good heart. You want to help people, and I know that about you, and I can say that about you. I want to thank all of the content creators that came up for being respectful. Timothy Blaine, Rico, I'm happy that you look up to the content creators that you mentioned, and I appreciate you for what you bring to this space. I was very happy to see Treecey tonight. She was looking very well. I am not an enemy of Treecey. Treecey came out of the house of Jay Wilson, so she will always have a place, regardless of what people think. And I do get a little concerned when I see certain things, but Treecey and I are good. And I just want you all to be very clear on that. I know people want us to fight, but we're good. And I just want to make sure. And she looked good today.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed her being on. It was really good. And again, if I didn't like Treecey, I would never let her even co-host some things when I'm gone. I trust Treecey enough that if I left the show, she could be on, because even though we've gone through a lot and people try to bring it up, very good with Treecey. Always good to see Heidi and Nyca as well, and all of the content creators. So Shelly, you did a really good job. I am very happy.
I appreciate
this was
that
great.
so much.
This is
And
great.
I
And
want
let me
to
say this.
too,
I didn't
like,
say too much
and
today, Shelly, too. Let me say this too. I didn't say too much because you get in a season. I'm like you. You just don't have a whole lot of, you know, you just like, okay, I don't have time for this. And Shelly, you did tell us you weren't in a good space today, and I get it. And again, I can understand what you did, and I support you. And again, I do want people to know, Shelly will tell you, I was like, bring that person up, because I don't have an issue. I just told Shelly, I'm just not going to go back and forth with people. But I think everybody, for the most part, was very respectful. And again, thank you, Tim, for being a professional and respectful. And Rico, I mean, you know, I know you were going at it with James, but it's all good. And you did the best you could to, you know, contain yourself with me. And I appreciate that. And of course, Heidi is my girl. I don't meet too many content creators, but Heidi, you know, her and Josh, they're good people. So Shelly, again, thank you. Again, y'all, thank you all for coming over. I cut my live short just to be here because I thought this was important. And we did get some OG history. And we did laugh about stuff that we did. So that it was great. Woo. It was great. We got a little drama. We got all that stuff.
Yeah,
but I was quiet today because
I really didn't want it to end with, I didn't want to, and I explained, I didn't want to end this live with me having an issue with anybody that I didn't come here with an issue with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not, for me, I'm just telling you, I can only speak for me. I won't be able to move past today. I won't. I don't gotta ever speak on it, but I'm done.
I got you. That's where I was, and and so now hopefully you feel how I feel. Sometimes, you know, people just go a step too far, and you're like, you know what, it's done.
I don't. I'm done. I'm good.
Well, look, I find it you know, I count it a privilege and a pleasure to be here. And Shelly, you did a great job. Even when you're not in the best space, you did it. And I'm glad you did, because it was needed. And sometimes it's not for you, it's for the audience. And I think they got a little bit, but it's just good that all of us content creators, people who fight day in and day out, could get together on a platform and for the most part be respectful. And I thought that was a lot.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
You and Treecey, Rico and
let me
Treecey.
say, I don't have anything against Treecey.
I know y'all were so adorable up here tonight.
Yeah,
Treecey
was looking good.
Adorable.
Her makeup was popping.
And we're gonna do some did you look? I ain't gonna lie. Look, Treecey, I'm gonna call Treecey out. Treecey miss Rico. Did y'all notice that? Treecey miss Rico.
Everybody does. And I don't even have a problem with Rico. I noticed that. But again, when people want to elevate and be the baddest bee, or who can, and again, you get beyond that. And like I said, Treecey can roast me. It's no big whoop. And we roast each other. It's a part of the show. I would never hate Treecey. If I did, we would never kind of reunite again. Okay? And so that's how I feel about it. And Treecey is the girl. I just know Treecey when she is at her point of being, I'm gonna get you. That's where we go. And we both are that type A personality. And again, all I will say is not only do I like Treecey, but I'm gonna be a little messy. Mark said Treecey was very nice, and he would always like to get his hair cut from her because she was a nice lady. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So Shelly, let me off this lane before I say a little too much. But I'm being real. I'm being real.
I can't even let you off the link because I don't know where none of my cords are at. So I had to come in another way.
Let myself off the link. But
well, let me go too. Love you, Shelly. Thank you.
Shelly, and thank you. I want to say this to you, Heidi, for real. Real talk. I want to say something to you as woman to woman before you leave from here, right? We've had issues or whatever, you know, I don't ever think it was anything that was that major. But the fact when I asked you to be a part of this, the fact that you agreed to do that, you came here, you know what I'm saying? And whether people like what you brought or didn't bring, you brought it, okay? You gave us some entertainment, and I feel like I appreciate the Pisces energy because I think you knew that I wasn't there, and I feel like you stepped it up and you brought it. And I can pay homage. Even though you said I can't wear your lipstick, I'm telling everybody, Vivian, to drop the link again. Support her business. If you send me the trailer, right, just send it to me to my Gmail. Okay. So you can send bigger files. You get what I'm saying? Or you can send maybe you can send everybody an unlisted link of the trailer, and we can just all download it and upload it. Anytime you send it to me, I will. Yeah. Anytime you send it to me, I will upload it for you. Or if you want me to run it through a show, I have no problem with that. I'm all about doing
great because I'm gonna reach out to maybe 5 or 6 bloggers. I'm gonna reach out to Official King Pain as well, and maybe even Wiley. I'm gonna reach out to Wiley. So it's just a few people that I have in mind, and I may even bless you guys. So it's like you know what I'm saying. It's always business. It's always love.
He
and
comes
I
over here
appreciate it.
sometimes.
I appreciate you guys. So
So I just wanted to tell you that I didn't want you to leave without me saying that. I didn't really get to give Jay Wilson his flowers. Me and Jay Wilson, because I want to say something about everybody. Me and Jay Wilson have not always seen eye to eye, but once we move past that, me and Jay Wilson have never had we haven't had a fallout. I don't get in the middle of anything he has going on with anybody else. If somebody is shading him, I don't really say anything. If he's going at it with somebody that I'm cool with, I just stay out the way. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, one thing that Jay Wilson has taught me, and I'm trying to keep teaching myself, is that you really do have to treat this as a business. And because I'm moving on to my next phase of let's build and let's grow together, I don't have time for crabs in a barrel. I don't have time for the, let's fake beef or make up the breakup. I just don't have time for all that. I want to be either an asset or I want to just leave you alone and leave you where you are. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to harm nobody. I'm not trying to beef with anybody. I might not like certain people, but I don't have time. Other than Brian.
Shelly, all this shit that you've been through, people act like that motherfuckers ain't human and they don't get tired. You deserve to be at this point in your life. You deserve it. You deserve to choose your motherfucking peace over bitch.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to what's his name, Brian, we definitely got beef. I didn't let that shit go. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you. The other lady, this pending immigration status or whatever the case may be, if you can come from my family and they're them not being American or whatever, then but tonight I didn't really want that to be about any of that. So when I say I don't have beef with nobody, I don't mean nobody. There's some people I got beef with. But as far as picking up no new beef or somebody trying to provoke me to get some shit started so that they can, I'm not into that. I don't need anybody to tell me what anybody else is doing or saying because I don't give a fuck. And that's my response. I'm literally gonna log off because I even promised my husband from the get-go. I said, I'm gonna do this for 2 hours and then I'm gonna log off and I'm gonna spend some time with my family. Because sometimes you have to spend time with people that they ain't gonna do nothing to disappoint you. You get what I'm saying? So that's that, and I got all of that. It was what it was. But we're gonna do this again.
You around people that love you for real.
Exactly. Detroit 313, love you. And I also want to say this too to everyone in the chat. I know that I wasn't really pinning up comments, and I did get some super chats. I really appreciate that. It wasn't about the super chats. It wasn't about cash apps or anything like that. I did get a cash app earlier, so I appreciate that. I appreciate those who support me in all things. The people who are here when it's just me by myself. People who support me no matter what I'm doing. And that's why I made this live for people who have been subscribed to me for 3 weeks or more, because I wanted y'all to know what y'all mean to me, and that the people who really rock with me, this is for you. If it was about numbers, I would have left it open to everybody, but I left it for my people, period. So that's what I want to say. I love y'all so much. And oh, that's Vivian up here. I didn't even see you, girl.
Vivian.
Hi, I just clicked on because I thought I might have had to lock the StreamYard down.
Okay, no, you're fine, because what we can do is maybe we can test it. You see what I'm saying? Maybe we'll see if you can end it on your end and just see, because we never did it before.
Well, good night, queens. I'll see you guys.
Thank you so much again, Heidi. Make sure y'all support.
And thank you for thinking of me when you thought of this. I really appreciate
absolutely.
That. I really
I
appreciate
had to have you on here.
On period.
Now I'm gonna ask Nicole Collins to come back the next time. We're gonna see if we can get a 2.0 of this.
On period. See, I like the fact that it was like people who didn't want to fight, they didn't fight. But if a natural little back and forth happened, it was what it was. Because, you know, I'm with the shits. I'm with the fuck shit. So if a motherfucker want to be cordial, I'm cordial. But if anybody want to play with me, I'm ready to do it. And I just think that that's the nice dynamic of it, that if people choose peace, then they should be able to have peace.
Right. And that's really what I wanted tonight, was just peace. I didn't want to be with nobody.
Then also we can use our words. Like when I addressed James Caldwell, I used my words. I wasn't screaming. I was just like, you know, I just told him how I felt, you know. So you can have people that you ain't feeling on the same platform and use your words and not necessarily be yelling and screaming all the time.
Yeah, we proved that it can happen. I mean, we continue to prove it, and I'm going to continue to prove it. And I can work with any content creator that wants to come together, or even if they want me to come on their platform and do a collaboration together. I have no problem with that, because I'm here to build. I'm not here to burn down shit.
And that's on period. Good night, queens.
Thank you again, Heidi.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
Good night, Heidi.
Love y'all, chat. We're going to see if we can shut this thing down. Or try it on your end, Vivian. Let's see what happened. Oh, shit. I don't think Vivian can do it, y'all. Oh, shit.
Okay, so Shelly, what it does let me do is it allows me to do the things that you do, like with the guests. Like if a guest come up, I can invite the guests up.
Thank you, UNC girl. Look at this, y'all, too. Look, I even made this banner. I'm going to tell y'all how prepared I was for this show. Hold on, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Wait a minute. I'm going to show y'all how prepared I was, right? Hold on, where is it at? I didn't even get a chance to, okay, I got to move the comment up straight. I didn't even get a chance to drop my disclaimer, because I was going to do a disclaimer and then I was going to introduce everybody to the platform. So just to tell y'all that on every end, I even brought 2 laptops out here. I brought 2 bottles of wine, 2 bottles of edibles, 3 vapes. I had everything, and now I ain't got shit, okay? I am truly logging off. I love you so much. Bye-bye.
You're going to have to log off, Jill.